Dear Lord, the battle we go through life.
Dear Lord, the battle we go through life.
We ask for a chance is fair.
We ask for a chance is fair.
Chance to equal our stripe.
Chance to equal our stripe.
Chance to do it there.
Chance to do it there.
We should win.
We should win.
Let it be by the code.
Let it be by the code.
Faith and honor held high.
Faith and honor held high.
We should lose.
We should lose.
Stand by the road.
Stand by the road.
Cheers, the winners go by.
Cheers, the winners go by.
Day by day.
Day by day.
We get better and better.
We get better and better.
So we can't beat beat.
We can't beat beat.
Won't beat beat.
Won't beat beat.
Marshall Maverick football is on the air.
To the left side, big hole, 40, 45 midfield, one man to beat. Haller to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Haller. He got the ball. Haller. He got the ball across right before he took him out of bounds. Haller stretches it for the Marshall touchdown. Oh, my 69 yards for Cameron Haller. Low snap. Jarvis gathers, throws to the right, and it's intercepted at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown
Marshall. Touchdown Mavericks on the pick six.
Goes left to right. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, 5, touchdown Cameron Haller. 42 yards out. The young man has done it again.
Fans, be a part of history. Be a Maverick.
It's Mills. He'll get it around the right side. At the 10, at the 5, he's fighting.
Touchdown.
And he's over.
Touchdown. All right.
Travis Mills from 19 yards out. They're looking for Trel Patton. He's open. He dives. And then he hang on to the football.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Trel Patton.
Oh, what a catch by Trel
What a
Patton.
catch by Patton as an all-out dive. Cameron Haller, keeper. He'll try to bounce it outside. Breaks the tackle. 35-40. Stays on his feet. Midfield and more. 45-40. One man to beat. Cameron Haller gets a block at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Mavericks.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I'd let him step off the field again. That sucker is a football player.
So throw to the end zone and a beautiful dime piece. Off the right arm of Justin Hart to Trel Patton. As Trel Patton comes up the field, he's up to the 40-yard line. Midfield, he deked him. 45-40 down the sideline. Trel Patton, one man to beat, 10-5. Are you kidding me?
Trel Patton.
Touchdown, Trel Patton. The Marshall Mavericks are on the board. And the ball is loose. It's picked up on the bounce. Here we go.
And he'll score.
Touchdown, Mavericks.
You're tuned to your home for Marshall Maverick football, KMHT. Marshall Maverick football on KMHT is proudly brought to you in part by Marshall Ford, Panola National Bank, Niles Chevrolet, Kenco Pool Spas and Billiards, Jeff's Complete Pool Service, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Certified Collision and Glass, Rodin's Appliance, the Marshall Independent School District, Brown Rig Insurance Agency, Marshall Auto Tire Pros, Porta-John, Sam Baxter McCool Smith, Earl's Professional Cleaners, Gateway Tire, Rollo's Lube and Auto, Pinky Grace, Pizzeria by Pietros, Kyle Dansby, Attorney at Law, Campbell's Portable Buildings, Patterson Motors, The Paisley Rose, Marshall ISD School Board member Brad Burris, Century 21, a select group, the Carlisle Law Firm, and Bancorp South. It's football time in East Texas. Now let's head up to the press box and join your Marshall Maverick broadcast team, Jamie Horton and Chase Palmer.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Well, hello and a good Friday evening to you, East Texas, and welcome to the latest edition of Marshall Maverick Football on KMHT 103.9 FM and coming to you worldwide on EastTexasToday.com. The biggest game in the entire state of Texas is taking place here tonight in Marshall, Texas. The 105th meeting between the Marshall Mavericks and the Longview Lobos. You're tuned in to Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Pizzeria by Pietros. Eat like a champion at Pizzeria by Pietros. Pizza, pasta, salads, or sandwiches. Pizzeria by Pietros can satisfy any Maverick appetite. They're open until 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 903-452-1439 and score big with Pizzeria by Pietros. Marshall beat the Longview Lobos the last time in Longview Lobos Stadium. It was the year 2000 in double overtime. So 15 years since Marshall's beaten Longview as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the only state championship team in Marshall Maverick history. Pleased to be joined once again tonight by Chief Reggie Cooper and my broadcast partner, Mr. Chase Palmer. Chase, these are atmospheres that you became accustomed to as a player on Friday nights.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jamie, this is a special, special night here tonight. It's a full packed house. We're going to have almost 10,000 here tonight in Maverick Stadium. You can hear the ovation as Marshall comes out and takes the field. We've got about 8 minutes left until we're going to kick this one off. A storied rivalry, two close neighbors, 30 miles apart. This is what high school football is all about, Jamie. This is like it was back in the old days.
Time for tonight's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Porta John. Portable toilets for all your events, plus heated and air-conditioned dressing rooms. Visit portajohn.com for more information. And now, tonight's Keys to the Game.
Keys to the game offensively. Block extremely well on the offensive line. Take care of the football. Hit big plays when the opportunities present. Keys to the game defensively. Tackle extremely well. Play physical. Create turnovers. Keys to the game special teams. Score on a field goal or a PAT. Make sure we make all our PATs. Score on a kickoff or a punt. And create a turnover.
That is tonight's Keys to the Game. Again, brought to you by Porta John. Visit portajohn.com for more information. Time now to take a look around District 15 5A, brought to you by Pinky Grace. Stop by 401 South Washington and take care of all your personalized T-shirt and sports uniform needs. Pinky Grace has a large retail section with over 10 local crafters offering handmade and collectible one-of-a-kind items. That's Pinky Grace at 401 South Washington in Marshall. Well, apart from this game here tonight, Hallsville will take on the 2-0 Mount Pleasant Tigers tonight, and that game will take place up in Mount Pleasant. Pine Tree will take on Texas High, that game in Texarkana, and Sulphur Springs takes the long trip. Well, actually, it's not that long for them as they're playing over in Greenville tonight, and that is tonight's look around District 15 5A, brought to you by Pinky Grace. You're tuned into the countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Pizzeria by Pietro's. Back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Lincoln, and you've got to come check us out for our summer sales event. We have 0% financing available for up to 72 months on 8 different Ford vehicle lines, and every single Lincoln line has 0% available as well. In fact, you can lease a brand new Navigator for just $5.99 a month. So come and see us on Highway 59 South. It's Marshall Ford Lincoln, your 8-time winner of Ford's prestigious President's Award for outstanding customer satisfaction.
It's a Maverick Stampede in 2015. Cameron Haller with the carry around the left side, now reverses field. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Cameron Haller. The young man has done it again. Midfield and more, and it's a foot race.
Bye-bye.
Chavis Mills, 10-5, touchdown Mavericks.
I'm telling you, they're not going to catch Chavis Mills.
Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
What scares you the most? Is it video buffering, lagging while gaming, or sharing your internet connection with your kids?
With Fidelity's wicked awesome internet speeds, you can get the speed that you need to fit your family's needs. No more delays with online videos, better gaming connections, and enough bandwidth for everyone under your roof. Go to fidelitycommunications.com/internet now to schedule your free installation.
Internet from Fidelity. So fast, it's scary.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clemens at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
Rodin's 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Rodin's Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
Countdown to kickoff brought to you by Pizzeria by Pietro's as we set you up for a 7:30 tilt. It is the 105th meeting between the Marshall Mavericks and the hated Longview Lobos. It is time now for tonight's players to watch. Brought to you by Gateway Tire Service Center Marshall. Gateway Tire Service Center Marshall is a proud sponsor of Maverick football. See them for all your Yokohama tire needs, family-owned, customer service-driven. That's Gateway Tire Marshall. Time for tonight's players to watch.
Players to watch here tonight. The Longview Lobos coming into this one ranked number 9 in the state of Texas. A big win last week over Greenville, 51-0. Their running back, Tylon Miller's a senior, 5'7", 190, 78 carries, 492 yards, 6 touchdowns. Their quarterback, Michael Ross, he's a 5'10", 175-pound senior. He's not real accurate, Jamie. 38 of 81 for 658, 7 touchdowns, but 5 interceptions. We're not going to see them throw the ball much tonight. That gets them out of their comfort zone. They want to run the football. For the Mavericks, Cameron Haller coming into the football game, 7 of 8 for 183 through the air and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions for him. 84 carries, 790 yards, and 18 touchdowns for him on the ground. Chavis Mills also helps over there. 63 carries, 535, 8 touchdowns. Tell you, Jamie, a balanced tack tonight. You're going to see 2 teams that want to run the football. Whoever controls the line of scrimmage, they're going to be in the driver's seat in this one.
You had a chance to talk to Coach Harper just moments ago. We'll step aside and hear that conversation.
Here we are, the Marshall Mavericks, the Longview Lobos, the 105th meeting of this storied rivalry. Many say it's the oldest in the state of Texas. Coach, tell us what this rivalry means to you.
It's special to me. Obviously, my father and my family have got a lot of history at Longview, Texas, and in Marshall, Texas. So it's always a special game for me. I know it's special for this community, and that's why, it would be so much to win this game for our community and for me.
Well, Coach, looking at this here tonight, being a part of all the pageantry, I've been here since 5 o'clock. I haven't seen this many people out at Maverick Stadium in 20 years. The community's really rallied together. It's kind of neat to see. What do you think about all that?
Isn't it awesome? This is the way it was in 88, in 89, and 90. It's getting back to that. Now, like I just told you, now we got to hold up our end of the bargain.
Well, Coach, let's talk about the Lobos just a second. Had kind of gotten a little bit away from what they used to do in years past. Now they're kind of back to the ground and pound. Is that what we expect to see out of the Lobo offense here tonight?
Yeah, they're going to play physical football. They're going to hand the ball to big fullback number 7, and they had 2 backs last week that went over 150 each.
Well, we certainly hate to cut that off, but we have no choice. It is time to kick off the 105th meeting between the Marshall Mavericks and the Longview Lobos tonight. If you're not here, I feel really bad for you. On an absolutely electric atmosphere here tonight at Maverick Stadium.
Great atmosphere tonight. The the Lobos won the toss, and they will elect to defer. My dad and I talked about that today. That's what I thought they would do if they won the toss. So Marshall will start tonight with the football. Back deep for the Mavericks, number 1, Trel Patton. Number 33, Chavis Mills. Jamie,
tonight's
here we go.
First half kickoff is brought to you by Earl's Professional Cleaners. We are underway. It's a short kick. Fielded at the 10-yard line. It's Trel Patton coming straight ahead. Turns out to his right, spins away at the 20, up to the 25, and taken off his feet right at the 30-yard line. And taken down, they're going to give him the 31-yard line. A good start and a return of 21 yards for Trel Patton, Marshall Maverick football, to begin this one here tonight. 9 seconds into it.
Boy, that was a good return from Trel Patton. He took the ball about his 5-yard line, had a good spin move at the 15, kind of tried to make the corner and was able to do so. They'll spot him right at the 31-yard line. Great field position for the Mavericks here early.
Again, your first half kickoff brought to you by Earl's Cleaners in Marshall. That's their own Marshall's only place for Cowboys starched jeans and shirts. From the right hash, shotgun here for Justin Hart. He'll move Chavis Mills to his right and put Cameron Haller in the slot to his right. And they'll go with a pass to start off here on a play fake. Wide open, Jaquavian Dabbs.
Go, he'll score!
Can you believe it? 6-0 Mavericks on the play fake to start this game. Justin Hart to Jaquavian Dabbs, 69 yards, and the Mavericks are on the board first. What a start to the 105th meeting of these two bitter rivals.
69-yard pass from Hart to Jaquavian Dabbs, and the play fake made the difference. Everybody for Longview is so concerned with Chavis Mills and number 5, Cameron Haller, that the safety bit on the play fake, and Dabbs was wide open. There wasn't anybody close to him. He made the catch at the Longview 40-yard line, and he coasted in for a touchdown. And, folks, just like that, we're 10 seconds into this one. The Marshall Mavericks take a 7-0 lead. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelter's Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall, Texas. Eric Nichols and his staff will hook you up with complete collision repair and have your car looking like it came from the factory. Now, no one wants to be in an accident, but hey, happens. Certified Collision and Glass will provide you with free estimates and a lifetime warranty. Certified Collision and Glass is also iCar certified. Go see the pros at Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South in Marshall.
Your Kyle Dansby, attorney at law, scoring drive recap. One play, 69 yards. Jaquavian Dabbs with the touchdown grab from Justin Hart. Now a Longview return and a good one up across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. 7-0 Marshall, 27 seconds into this football game here tonight. You can't ask for a better start.
No, and that's what Coach Harper, we talked about before the game. We've got to get out and start quick, and you can't get out and start much quicker than that. I mean, Jaquavian Dabbs, he was so wide open. He actually slowed down. Justin did a good job of underthrowing that so he didn't overthrow it. Marshall with a touchdown. So Longview's going to start here with their first possession from their own 27-yard line. First down and 10 Lobos, 11:33 to go here in the first.
Michael Ross will go under center. Again, Longview plays a lot of their football under center. They're a power running team, and they'll pitch it out, and there's a fumble. The tailback fumbles it out of bounds. Did Marshall recover inbounds?
I don't believe they did, but that ball is going to be a big loss.
That's a huge loss back to the 18-yard line. I thought Micah Smith might have gotten that football and kept his toes in bounds, but he didn't have possession.
And I'll tell you what was dangerous about that, Jamie, is had he made that toss, there was nobody outside for Marshall. So Marshall gets a break there in what would have been about an 8-yard gain for the Lobos. At the least, is going to be about a 10-yard loss.
And that's to Graven Polk. Tylen Miller might be out some tonight. He's got a meniscus injury. He was questionable coming in. 7-yard loss on first down brings up 2nd and 17 for the Lobos. 7-0 Marshall. 11:26 left in the opening quarter. Ball spotted right at the 19-yard line of Longview. Ross goes under center.
Delay a game.
He'll take the snap, and now he'll roll to his left. Has nowhere to throw. Throws underneath. Has a man wide open and in and out of the hands of John Sorey. He was wide open. Would have had a first down and a whole lot more. But he felt some footsteps in the pressure of this football game and went right through his hands.
And I tell you what, Jamie, the crowd is so loud. The referees missed. It was a delay of game. Longview did not get that snap off in time. Nonetheless, it falls incomplete. This is a rowdy crowd here for Marshall here tonight. It's going to bring up third down and a long 17. This is a big play, Jamie.
Last season at Longview Lobos Stadium, Marshall had their opportunities to get Longview off the field in many third and long situations and didn't do it a year ago. Can they do it here tonight? Third down and 17. Ross will drop. Steps up into the pocket, throws deep into coverage, has a man and overshot the mark. Incomplete. 3 and out go the Longview Lobos. A great start here tonight for your Marshall Mavericks. They're going to get the football right back.
Well, that's what you have to do with Longview. Longview is a power running team. If you take them out of that ability, they don't throw the ball well. So what you had there is you had third down and a long 17. So the Lobos are going to punt it from their own 19-yard line. Back deep for the Mavericks. I believe that's number 1, Trel Patton.
Trel Patton standing at his own 46-yard line awaiting the boot from the Lobos. They go backwards their first possession. It's a short kick. Stay away from it. That ball takes a Well, it hit a Lobo right at about the 43-yard line. And that's exactly where the ball will come back up to. Marshall with great field position. Have it at the Longview Lobo 44-yard line. Already on top here, 7-0, and we have yet to play a minute of football.
Could not ask for a better start for Marshall. A quick score on the first play of the football game. And Marshall's defense gets a 3-and-out, aided by the fumble and the loss of 7 yards for Longview on first down and 10. So the Mavericks will start, Jamie, from the Lobo 44 with an opportunity to punch another one in.
Dual backs for Justin Hart in the shotgun. Haller to his right, Chavis Mills to his left. A high snap gathered in by Hart, and he gives it off to Mills, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain there in a high snap. We saw that be an issue last week for the Marshall Mavericks. And again, when you've got an offense that's built around timing, you can't have mistakes like that. And not sure it would have made a huge difference, as that defensive tackle for Longview was in the Mavericks' backfield in quite a hurry, but it was a good job by Chavis Mills to just get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Mavericks at the Longview 44. It's Cameron Haller with his first run of the night. Up the middle he goes, and he's got a good gain up to the 39-yard line, so give him 5, and it'll be a third down and a manageable 5 yards here for the Mavericks.
Now that's a big play for Marshall because it shows the Mavericks they can run the football. In comes Cameron Haller. It was just a quarterback draw, took the snap, ran right up the middle. So third down and 5 for Marshall from the Lobo 39. In comes Hart, out goes Haller.
Shotgun here, 4 wide to the right of Justin Hart in the backfield is Chavis Mills. Hart steps up into the pocket, throws to his right, has Dabbs, first down, inside the 30, and taken out of bounds at the 25-yard line of the Longview Lobos. 14-yard pitch and catch from Justin Hart to Jaquavian Dabbs. Hart is 2 for 2 tonight. Both of them have gone to number 17. One of them reached the house, and this one is a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down.
The weakness of this Lobo team is the secondary, and Marshall has an experienced quarterback in the 4-year senior, Justin Hart. Big pickup there, first and 10, Marshall from the 25.
At the right hash, first down, Marshall. They'll move Cameron Haller in motion out to the left. He was open. Now the throw underneath, over the middle, and it looked like Trel Patton was the intended receiver. Might have fallen down on his route just as he broke at about the 20-yard line on a little in route. And coming up to the 15-yard line, fell down. Fortunately, the Lobos weren't able to make the interception right there, so new life for the Mavericks. Second down and 10 upcoming.
Not a bad play there from Hart either. His man would have been there had Trel not fallen down, so it's a good throw. Luckily, Marshall gets an incompletion, not an INT. Second and 10 for the Mavericks, 9:52 in the first.
At the 25, another high snap. They'll fake the give. Throws over the middle and in and out of the hands of Jaquavian Dabbs. Pass a little bit behind him. A catchable football. Justin Hart had to get rid of it in a hurry because he was being pressured off that left side, or actually it would be the right side of the Maverick offensive line, left side of that Longview defensive line. So it'll be a third down and 10 upcoming for the Mavericks at the Longview 25-yard line. Marshall on top here, 7-0, 9:49 left to go in the opening quarter.
Big play here, Jamie. Third down and 10 from the 25 of the Lobos. Double split wide each side for the Mavericks.
In motion right to left, Jaquavian Dabbs, and we'll have a flag on the play here. And I think they're pointing at the Mavericks sideline. Well, hard to see what that's all about.
I believe they're going to call a sideline warning on Marshall, so that will be our first sideline warning.
Okay, so it's just a warning. That's why they look over. It's almost like getting a yellow card in South American football.
That's a little strange to call that during the middle of a play. You don't see that very often. So Marshall's going to take Haller out at tailback. Chavis Mills will come in, double split wide each side. Hart in the shotgun.
Third down and 10, Marshall at the Lobo 25 at the right hash. Justin Hart will put a man in motion left to right. It's Trel Patton being pressured, steps up, and he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. A sack at the 28-yard line. And, well, you knew eventually Longview was going to get to him. They've had some pressure here in the first couple of drives for the Marshall Mavericks, but right there able to bring him down. It is 4-down territory right here. So Marshall will go for it, 4th and 13 at the Lobo 29-yard line.
And the scary thing there, Jamie, Marshall had a guy breaking open across the middle, and that was Trel Patton. So let's see if we go back to that.
Just needed a tick more time right there to Justin Hart. 4th down and 13, Marshall need to get to the Longview 15. Hart drops, throws to his right, has Dabbs, makes the catch, and he's hit. He's going to be dropped short of a first down. He'll make the catch and is stopped at the 18-yard line. And so he's actually about 3 yards. The side guy on the far side made the wrong call, so it'll be at the 18-yard line. Turnover on downs by the Marshall Mavericks, but so what? You got to be you got to be happy with the way this game has started, Chase.
Well, you needed 13 rather, got 10. But, that's still starting the Lobos at the 18. But Marshall would have been good to put some points on the board there, but Marshall moving the football. So I think you're going to see us tonight throw the ball. We're doing well throwing the football. So here we go.
Longview went -7 yards their first possession of the football game. Michael Ross in the shotgun for the first time tonight, and there's movement. And this one will go backwards, it appears, for the Lobos.
And that is what we need to have. If you put Longview in those long situations, 1st and 15, 2nd and 12, that's not what they like to do. That takes them out of their running game. So far, so good here early for Marshall. And Longview's going to have 2 first-down plays that are going to go backwards. So that's big for this Maverick defense.
At the left hash, ball spotted at the Longview 13-yard line. 1st and 15 Lobos, trailing 7-0. 9:06 left to go in this first quarter. Michael Ross again in the shotgun. Take the snap, rolls right. On that option play, he's up across the 20. And a nice run there by Michael Ross to get it up to the 24-yard line.
And that's what they do, and that's what they do well. Longview scrapped that one-back offense several years ago, and they've gone back to the pound and ground. And there you have a big 10-yard gain there from Longview. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 24?
I guess it'd be 11, Chase. Yeah, at the 24-yard line. 11 yards there on first down for Michael Ross. 2nd down and 4 upcoming for the Lobos as they'll go in that power I formation. Ross under center, 2 out wide to his left, and they'll give it straight ahead. That's Polk. Tries to bounce it out wide left. There's a hold, no call. He's taken down at the 29-yard line, and that's enough for a first down. But again, a missed hold on the outside right there by that left tackle.
Boy, number 58 for Longview. I've not seen a hold as blatant as that in quite a while. No call there from the official. So it'll be 1st down and 10 after the big stick by number 2, Mr. Macon. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Lobos from the 30-yard line. 8:12 left to go here in the first. 7-0 our score. Marshall with the lead. Longview with the ball.
6 yards there for Polk. Ross again back under center. They'll go in that power I formation again. Got a tight end. They'll move him from left tackle to right tackle. Ross drops a play fake, looking over the middle. Steps up, has a man open, and he's got the catch at the 30-yard line. Got behind DeMarcus Alexander. Did the receiver. And I believe that's number 21, Chris Braggs, for the Longview Lobos. That's just a straight go route right there. And DeMarcus Alexander was playing the football and not the man. And the ball went over his head.
Yeah, the problem for Marshall right now is we're not able to put any pressure on the backfield. Longview's offensive line is kind of ruling the roost right now.
47 yards on the pitch and catch from Ross to Braggs. 1st down and 10, Longview inside Maverick territory for the first time tonight at the Maverick 23-yard line. Ross goes back under center again. In the backfield, the fullback, Austin Moore. And the deep man to Craven Polk. Delay of game.
Oh, they got a timeout right before.
They got a timeout right before, and John King not very happy with that. We're going to take a timeout as well. 7:50 left in the opening quarter, 7-0. Big Red on top. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Cruising to Padre with the top down was the best. But that was before we had the kids, all 3 of them. We went from 2-seater to sedan to minivan, joy rides to family trips, detailing to fixing dents from bikes and skateboards.
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes as fast as your taste in cars. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, superfast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year, or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today, or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
Out of the timeout, there's a give up the middle to Craven Polk, gets inside the 15 and taken down. UFC style at the 10-yard line, but that is a big gain right there of 13 yards for the Craven Polk. 1st down and goal, Lobos at the Maverick 10-yard line. They'll hurry it back to the line of scrimmage. Ross under center. They'll go back to Polk, this time around the right side, and DeAndre Osborne throws him down for a loss of 2 back to the 12-yard line. DeAndre on a linebacker blitz that time got through And there was no white jersey in front of him.
That's what we're going to have to do, Jamie. We're going to have to blitz in order to get some pressure in the backfield. That's going to be a loss outside the 10. They'll spot him back at the 12. They'll bring up second down and goal for the Lobos from the 12-yard line. 7:13 left to go here in the first. 7-0 Maverick.
As the Maverick crowd gets into it now, Ross in the middle of the hash marks. They'll go back to the ground game. It's Polk fighting off some fighting behind some blockers. Gets back inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. They'll blow it dead. So gain of 4 brings up a third down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Big play here in this football game. 3rd down and 8. It's going to be interesting to see if the Lobos try to keep it on the ground. I'm telling you, if I'm the defensive coaches for Marshall, I'm looking for a toss here. They like to run the toss in this situation. Ball in the middle of the field. So here we go, 3rd down and goal for the Lobos from the Maverick 8.
Just inside the left hash, Michael Ross goes back under center. They'll go 2 wide outs. He'll fake the give, now roll to his right. Now looks back over the middle, has a man in coverage, and the ball is incomplete. Incomplete. Marshall had an opportunity right there. Ross had an opportunity for his tight end and missed him. And it's 4th down for the Longview Lobos. This Maverick defense bent but did not break. We'll see what Longview does here.
Big play there for the Maverick defense. Going to hold them to a field goal try as we see Longview trot them out there. That is a little bit interesting that they went with that play call. Quarterback could have run it in, chose not to. So here comes the field goal from the 8.
Cody Jenkins. It'll be about a 25-yarder high snap. The ball is down, and Jenkins with a huge right leg gets it up and good. 6:17 left for the opening period. Longview's on the board. It's the Mavericks 7, the Lobos 3. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
Outstanding performance, broader coverage options, high quality, top priority service, and claims processing. All faster than a Blue Streak. Brown Rig Insurance has earned Blue Streak agent status from the Central Insurance Companies. The knowledgeable, experienced staff at Brown Rig are committed to providing you the very best in service, protection, and peace of mind. Visit our offices in Marshall or Jefferson, or contact us at 903-938-8888. Brown Rig Insurance, your hometown Blue Streak agent.
7-3, Marshall on top. The Longview Lobos go 9 plays, 74 yards, capped off by a 26-yard field goal by Cody Jenkins. Your Kyle Dansby, attorney-at-law scoring drive recap, is back deep to receive for the Mavericks, who will move left to right on your radio dial as Trel Patton and Chavis Mills, and the kick will go to the far side as Chavis Mills will field it at the 2. He'll come to his right, looking for blocks, gets a good one at the 15. Comes inside and taken off his feet. Boy, he had room to run, but a nice tackle in space right there by the Longview Lobo gunner. And Chavis Mills taken down right at the Maverick 20-yard line. And again, Marshall with a good return there, a return of 18 yards. Will start at their own 20-yard line on top here, 7-3. Now, Chase, here's where you kind of want to see a sustained drive from this Maverick offense. They went 88 out the gate on the first play of the game. Got the football right back, and then were able to move it. And they had the football at the Longview 43-yard line to start their second possession, and went, had a turnover on downs, Chase, where they only got about 20 yards on that drive. You want to see some success here on this drive.
Need a touchdown here for Marshall. 6:10 to go, 7-3 our score. The Mavericks will start from their 20-yard line.
In motion right to left is Chavis Mills. To the left of Justin Hart in the backfield is Cameron Haller. And it'll be Haller with the carry. Up the middle he goes, looking for blocks, runs into a whole bunch of bodies, and did not get a yard, got back to the line of scrimmage. So Cameron Haller with 5 yards on 2 carries tonight.
It's going to be some tough sledding up the middle. Marshall tried to run a little counter tray, brought Mills in motion. He came back and blocked. Nothing there for Cameron Haller, so no gain there. And Haller will come off. Hart in the shotgun, double split wide each side. Marshall sideline to sideline in this formation.
Down here on this near side in the slot is Jaquavian Dabbs. They'll go back to the ground game. Chavis Mills will hold up the middle, and it closed quickly, but not before. Chavis Mills gets 9 yards up to the 8 yards rather up to the 28-yard line. And a 3rd down and 2 upcoming here for the Mavericks. Best run of the night thus far for the Mavericks.
Yeah, I'm going to give him 9 on that, Jamie. I think that's a 9-yard pickup for him.
It's close enough. We'll give him 9 on 2nd down. 3rd down and 1. Mills still in the backfield to the left of Justin Hart. As they'll give it right back to him. Stutter step in the backfield. Has nowhere to go. Chavis Mills taken down for a loss of a yard to the 28-yard line, and Marshall's going to be forced to kick this football away.
Not a good play there, Jamie. We got to get to the outside. We've got some speed, and we can't just pound them in the middle. There's just too much beef up there for the Longview Lobos.
We can't beat them at their own game.
So the Mavericks are going to have to punt.
I'll tell you that right now, Chase. We are not going to be able to beat Longview at their own game.
So 4:40 left to go here in the first. Back deep to punt is Cameron Haller. He'll stand about his 12-yard line.
Back deep to receive, Travion Claiborne. Back at the Lobo 36-yard line as Marshall will kick this football away. And now a delay of game or a timeout is going to be called here by the Mavericks. Nope, they're going to not get the timeout called. The official called a delay of game. So they will move him back 5 yards. Well, you can't have that mistake here, especially when you're now moving towards the shadow of your own end zone.
Well, Reggie Cooper says we got the timeout, but the official didn't give it to us. Clint Harper not real happy about that. So 4:14 left to go here in the first. Marshall to punt. Haller standing back at his 8-yard line.
Again, back deep. Travion Claiborne back deep for the Lobos. Low snap. Haller able to gather in a high kick. It's a short kick. And it takes a bounce for the...
Well, we touched it
at about the 42-yard line, and that's where they're going to spot it at the 42-yard line. So just like the Marshall Mavericks, Longview with great field position to start a drive of their own here, have it at the Maverick 42-yard line. Marshall had one that started at the Lobo 44, and were unable to cash in. 7-3 our score. Marshall on top with 3:54 left to go in this first quarter.
The Mavs on offense have got to get outside the tackles.
They did. They gave them all the way up to the 36-yard line.
Oh, that's a terrible spot there. The ball was touched at the 41 by a Maverick. That's why it changed direction and careened off of his leg. So that's a poor spot from the official.
So at the 36 of Marshall at the right hash, it'll be Ross. They'll go to the ground. It's Polk around that left side. And taken down, but not before he gets a good gain of about 6 yards up to the 30-yard line of Marshall. 6 yards on first down there for DeCraven Polk.
Hey, this isn't going to be fancy. Longview's not going to throw the ball much tonight. They're going to get behind these big offensive line, and it is a big offensive line. They're getting shoe to shoe, Jamie, and they're just going to run the football. We're going to have to step up and be able to control somewhat the line of scrimmage.
That was 12 men in the huddle, I do believe. If you have one guy that comes out of the huddle and runs off, that's 12 men in the huddle.
That should have been a penalty there on the Lobos, missed by the officials.
2nd down and 4 at the Maverick 30-yard line.
That should have been too.
And there you go. They'll throw a quick out to the left. The tight end makes the catch at the 25-yard line. He actually started his motion.
Yeah, he was illegal motion on that play, and they missed that as well. Clint Harper is not happy with what's going on here right now. That's 2 easy penalties on the Lobos.
Well, this is the same
missed.
crew we had last week. Remember that.
That was clearly, he came in motion and started upfield before the ball was snapped. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Longview at the 25. They've gotten 2 big breaks on back-to-back plays.
Under 3 minutes to go for the first quarter. 7-3 Marshall. They'll go back to Polk, and he's hit by Jalen Mitchell, and he gets maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line. Jalen Mitchell stuffing the middle that time as Polk got a yard there on first down. 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
Big play there by Jalen Mitchell. He came right up the middle and made a good tackle. That's what Marshall's going to have to do. Linebackers tonight have to fill the gaps because that big offensive line is taking care of the Marshall defensive front. So Marshall's got to have big play tonight from him. They'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Longview. 2:20 left here in the first. 7-3 our score. Marshall with the lead.
Ross will go back under center. In that offset I formation, or the I formation rather, the play fake, he'll roll to his right, now throws underneath, and that ball looked like it hit the ground. It's incomplete. Good call. That ball skipped into the intended receiver that time, John Sorey.
And I'm surprised that Longview's doing this. I mean, this is where you're getting outside of yourself. They're running the ball well.
They've got some kids that are running open. That might be the idea, but if you can't hit them, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you're running the ball well, run the ball. And they have been. So they get away from it there. It puts them in 3rd down and 9, and here comes that Maverick defense, or that Maverick crowd is in it. Big play here for Marshall's defense.
Ross will drop, look to throw, throws out to his left, nobody there. 4th down as the Mavericks tighten up again and force a decision by John King and the Lobos.
I'm telling you, I don't know what Longview's doing right here, why they're throwing the football. They are not a good throw-the-football team, and they continue to try to do so when they have such success running. So Lobos are going to bring out their field goal crew here, and this will be a long one.
Yeah, Cody Jenkins, obviously, we saw last time, he can kick it. But this one with a little bit more distance on it, this will be a 40-yard field goal chase just to the right of that left hash mark. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and he pulled it to the left.
Good.
It looked like no good.
And the Maverick defense holds.
The Mavericks get the stop on top, 7-3, 1:53 to go in this first quarter. Marshall takes the lead, or will maintain the lead, 7-3, and have good field position here as they'll spot the football at the 24-yard line. I thought you got the football. Wait a minute. You get the football where the ball's kicked?
You should get the football where the ball is kicked. I believe that is correct on a missed field goal.
I could be wrong. I don't know. Nonetheless, nobody else seems to think that's the case, so I guess we're wrong. Marshall football at their own 24-yard line on top here, 7-3. Ball spotted at the right hash. High snap. Justin Hart gathers, hands it off to Cameron Haller. Tries to bounce it out wide left, and he's taken down by several Lobos along that left side. He maybe got to the line of scrimmage or maybe got a yard to the 25. Nope, back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Our problem, Jamie, is we're getting off on our timing. That center snap is still high, and we lose our timing on that play, and Haller's not able to get outside, so no pickup there. Marshall's going to have to win this one through the air, it looks like, as the Lobos are dominating the line of scrimmage right now.
Marshall on top here, 7-3, have had their opportunities here early, but still maintain a 4-point lead with 1:16 to go for the first quarter. Ball spotted at the left hash at the Maverick 24-yard line. Shotgun snap to Justin Hart. He'll give it to Cameron Haller, and he gets a couple of yards up to about the 28-yard line. 4 yards for Cameron Haller on 2nd down, brings up 3rd down and 6 for Big Red.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking down here on the bottom. Cameron Haller picks up 4, but the gentleman that's trying to cover Mr. Dabbs cannot do that. And if we go deep, Dabbs is going to score. Now they're going to put a 2-deep safety over Dabbs. Hartshield will be split out here by himself. So the Mavericks, this is a big play here, Jamie. Got to get 6 yards, got to get a 1st down, and keep that football, let our defense rest.
3rd down and 6, maybe 5 for the Mavericks. Need to get to the 35. Throw it over to the left side. He's got his man. A flag comes in. It's Trel Patton. He's got a lot of room to run. Across midfield, nice move as he goes left to right all the way across the field.
That's a terrible call from the official. They're going to call a pick on Marshall's wide receiver, and that is an absolutely atrocious call. They're going to call offensive pass interference.
It's that same joke of a crew we had last week.
That is a terrible call. That is absolutely atrocious.
Well, Clint Harper wants an explanation. I'd like to see that. I think that's exactly what they call was pass interference on the Mavericks, which is basically a pick play. The problem that I have with that pick play is that Trel Patton broke off his route to cut to the inside a long time before that it was ever relevant.
He wasn't even close to the play. The wide receiver that they called the pick on was 10 yards away from the ball. So, I mean, that is an atrocious call, and that's going to take it back 3rd down and about 9. And so far, you know, we say it every week, but the officials, we just have poor officiating here in the state of Texas. Somebody's got to fix that because these guys are absolutely awful.
Ball spotted at the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Marshall needs to get to their about 35-yard line for a 1st down. Justin Hart to throw, steps up, throws, has a man out in that left flat, and making the catch for a 1st down is Bacardi Moore. 1st down, Marshall up to the 37. A little comeback route there run by number 11. Justin Hart had all day in the pocket to fire that football and threw a strike to Bacardi Moore. A gain of 11 yards and a 1st down for the Mavericks.
Big play there from Bacardi Moore. We needed that one, Jamie. We had to control the football, and that'll be the last play here of the first quarter, and your Marshall Mavericks will hold a 7-3 lead over the Longview Lobos. Folks, stay with us. We got us a good one here at Maverick Stadium.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager at Marshall Ford Lincoln, and you've got to come check us out for our summer sales event. We have 0% financing available for up to 72 months on 8 different Ford vehicle lines, and every single Lincoln line has 0% available as well. In fact, you can lease a brand new Navigator for just $5.99 a month. So come and see us on Highway 59 South. It's Marshall Ford Lincoln, your 8-time winner of Ford's prestigious President's Award for outstanding customer satisfaction.
It's a Maverick stampede in 2015. Cameron Haller with the carry around the left side, now reverses field. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Cameron Haller. The young man has done it again. Midfield and more, and it's a foot race.
Bye-bye.
Chavis Mills, 10-5, touchdown Mavericks.
I'm telling you, they're not going to catch Chavis Mills.
Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
Out of the second quarter we go in a festive atmosphere here at Maverick Stadium, the 105th meeting between the Marshall Mavericks and the Longview Lobos. Marshall on top 7-3, in possession of the football. Move right to left on your radio dial. Play fake. They're going for Trel Patton. He's got him at the 30.
Oh, he
dropped the football. He bobbled it, had it, dropped it. Incomplete pass. Trel Patton was almost.
That was a touchdown, 88 out the gate.
There you go.
I mean, it was just right there.
We're that close, though, folks. You can start to kind of feel it turning just a little bit here.
I tell you what,
Longview's on their heels when it comes to their secondary.
That's right, and that's where we're at somewhat of an advantage offensively. We're not a one-trick pony here. If you stop Cameron Haller, that's fine, because we've got Justin Hart. He's playing really well right now, Justin Hart. Put that ball right on the money. So 11:53 to go here in the second. 7-3 is our score. Marshall with the lead, looking at second down and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Again, Marshall moving right to left this time as we go to the second quarter on your radio dial. It looks like we're going to have a timeout here. As Clint Harper's going to burn a timeout, why don't we go ahead and take one with him? 11:53 left to go in this first half. Marshall 7, Longview 3. Maverick football continues in a moment.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clemens at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
Out of the timeout, Maverick football, second down and 10, Big Red. 11:53 to go in the half, 7-3. Marshall on top, have it at their own 37-yard line. Shotgun here for Hart as he'll move Chavis Mills in motion on the wheel route. Go empty backfield. Now he's got nowhere to go. Steps up into the pocket and it collapses on him, and he's taken down at the 34. It's a loss of 3 and a sack.
Got to get rid of the football. That's one where Justin Hart cannot eat that football. He's got to get rid of it and live to play on third down and 10 and not third and 13. So Marshall loses 3 there. They'll quickly go to the line of scrimmage, double split wide each side. Hart in the shotgun, Trel Patton in motion. They'll fake the handoff.
Yeah, they'll fake the give, throw underneath on a screen to Chavis Mills. Looks for blocks, nice move. Breaks a tackle up to the 45, still on his feet. First down and more. Chavis Mills into Longview Lobo territory. And a Porta-John Marshall Maverick first down.
What a big run by Chavis Mills. That looks like about a 21-yard gain there on the screenplay, and it was the perfect call because
22,
Longview,
16 and 6, 22.
Longview came on the blitz, and that's a big play by Chavis Mills.
At the Longview 44, quick out to the left, it's Trel Patton. Makes a move in space, gets around his man, and spins out of a tackle inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. 7 yards on first down on the pitch and catch from Justin Hart to Trel Patton as Marshall tries to get something going here offensively on top 7-3.
Now, this is the disadvantage when you're Longview. You've got a big defensive line, but you can't run when you're running a hurry-up offense.
Especially east to west.
And those guys are pooped, and Marshall's going to keep that pace going. 11:07 left to go. 7-3 our score. Marshall with the football on, the Lobos 38?
Have it at the Lobo 37-yard line. And there's a snap. Now Hart pitches it to Cameron Haller through that right side. He breaks a tackle. He's got a first down inside Lobo 30 and down to the Lobo 27-yard line. 10 yards on second down for Cameron Haller.
Now that's a wrinkle we've not seen. We just basically ran a toss play. The snap to Hart in the shotgun, and he tosses it out to Haller, and it lets Haller get outside with his speed. Big play there, 1st and 10 Maverick.
Now Haller the only back to the left of Justin Hart in the shotgun, and they'll go right back to Haller. Breaks a tackle in the backfield inside the 25 and taken down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. A big run of 9 yards on first down for Cameron Haller. That's 19 yards for number 5 on his last 2 touches. He's starting to get things going just a little bit, and you mentioned it. This is where you start to wear down that bigger defensive line for the Longview Lobos.
Look at them right now, Jamie. Hands on their hips. Those guys up front are gassed, and Marshall's taking it to them on the ground. 2nd down and 3.
High snap this time. It's Justin Hart with the keeper around the left side. Nice move by Justin Hart. Gets inside the 20. He's got a Marshall Maverick Porta-John first down all the way up to the 13-yard line of the Longview Lobos. 6 yards on 2nd down, and Justin Hart.
Good play there by the Mavericks. They rolled him out. He had a run or pass option, and the DB sat back. I'll let him run the ball. He'll pick up the first down. It'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. 1st and goal, Maverick.
Well, it looks like officially the 13 chase, just inside that 14 to the 13. High snap. They'll go back to the ground. It's Haller, and he's slung down after no gain on the play back to the line of scrimmage, and that one was just a slow developing play, but again, a high snap kind of throws off the timing there in an offense that is all based around timing.
They're going to give him about half a yard, so we'll give him 1 officially. It'll be 2nd down and a long 9.5 for Marshall. The ball spotted right about the Longview 13.5-yard line. Big possession here for Marshall. A touchdown would do wonders for us, up 7-3 with 9:34 to go here in the second.
Ball spotted at the 13, a pitch out to the left. It's Chavis Mills looking for blocks in front. Cuts inside at the 10 and is close to a first down. They're going to spot him about a yard shy at the 5. Chavis Mills slow to get up. Looks like he took a shot to the hip. And he's slow to get up, but he's back to his feet. He's all right. Chavis Mills is a hockey player, folks. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about a yard here for the Mavericks as they try to punch one in. But Chavis Mills, again, a nice move at the 10 to cut up field.
So he's going to pick up, about 8 yards there, Jamie? And that's a big run there. He actually was hit and spun forward, and he's got to come off because they stopped play. So Mavericks will call a timeout. Timeout here, 9:15 left to go. 7-3 here in the second quarter, and we've got a good one here in Maverick Stadium.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Timeout. It's Marshall Maverick football. 3rd down and about a yard and a half for a first down. They have it right now at the Lobo 5. Need to really get to about the 4-yard line for a first down. 2-down territory here for the Mavericks on top, 7-3. Shotgun here for Hart. Haller to his right. Chavis Mills to his left. Now they'll put Mills in motion. The give goes to Haller up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron
yes,
Haller.
Sir.
Number 5 gets 6. 13-3. Big Red on top.
I tell you what, Cameron Haller, he was going to make it in that end zone one way or the other. He was hit at the 5-yard line, but he is so strong that he was able to push into the end zone. He took 3 Lobos with him, and just like that, the Mavericks march all the way down the field to put 7 more on the board. 13-3, 9:07 left to go here in the second quarter. As we await the point after from Martinez, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Folks, 14-3, the Mavericks over the Lobos. Stay with us. You're listening to Maverick Football on KMHT.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your Bandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Bandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Bandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Bandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and Bandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For generations, folks looking for a new car, truck, or SUV have trusted Chevrolet, America's #1 automaker. And for 3 generations, East Texans have trusted family-owned Niles Chevrolet in Marshall. Whether you're looking for a sporty Cobalt, a rugged Silverado, or the redesigned Tahoe, our folks will work with you to get the best possible deal. It's what we've done at Niles for 70 years. Treat you fairly. No wonder everyone seems to leave Niles with smiles. Niles Chevrolet, 4801 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall. Now
don't adjust your dial. Big Red on top here tonight. 14-3 over the Longview Lobos in the 105th meeting between these two bitter rivals as Alan Martinez's kick goes right out of bounds. Shout out, by the way, to a member of the 1990 state championship team listening to us tonight on EastTexasToday.com, friend of ours both, and one of your teammates in 1990, back when you guys both looked way different. Kurt Truelove listening to us tonight on the World Wide Web. And also, what does he say? He just, come on.
Well, while you're checking that out,
Casey Goolsby, Kurt Truelove listening to us online tonight. Wanted me to give him a shout-out. Also, he's sponsoring tomorrow night at Charlie's. We are having the 25 and back celebration. I'll have a brown soda for you tomorrow night, Kurt, on you.
It ought to be a lot of fun. Make sure you come out to that tomorrow night. We're expecting a big crowd. You can buy tickets at the door. So please come out and do that tomorrow and support the Education Foundation.
Your Kyle Dansby attorney at law scoring drive recap. Marshall goes 12 plays, 76 yards, capped off by the 6-yard touchdown by number 5, Cameron Haller. Lobo football at their 33-yard line. They'll pitch it out wide left, and he breaks a tackle. A lot of running room and good job in space. And I believe that's number 22, Jernigan, for the Marshall Mavericks, a touchdown-saving tackle on number 11, Braylon Anthony.
Yeah, that was a touchdown-saving tackle. He came back and cut across the grain. And he had a lot of running room had that tackle not been made by number 22 for the Mavericks. A big gain, but it could have been much larger. So the Lobos will be at their own 48-yard line. First down at 10, 8:49 left to go here in the second. 14-3 our score. Mavericks with the lead.
Ball spotted in the middle of the hash marks. Power I formation. They'll go right back to the ground and nowhere to go. Taken down maybe they're going to give him a yard. It's DeAndre Osborne in on the stop, and they'll spot him. They'll give him a yard up to the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Second down and 9 upcoming.
If you'll watch, Jamie, Marshall's defensive front's doing something pretty interesting. They're going down at the linemen, down at their feet. It's bringing the linemen down, Marshall's defensive linemen getting on the ground. It's allowing the linebackers to see where the ball carrier is going, and they're coming in and filling that gap. So second down, a big 8 here for Longview from the 50.
Second down and 9, just shy of midfield. Ross takes the snap, steps up into the pocket, and is going down. A-dub. Antonio Washington, number 99, gets him a sack.
That's a big, big play for Anthony Washington. Again, Longview goes away from their strength. They go to throw the football. They'll end up losing 3 yards there. They'll spot it back across the 50 to the 47, so it'll bring up third down and a big 13 for the Lobos. With 7:45 to go in the second, the Mavericks up 14-3.
Right.
And this is a big play.
And right now this game's being won by this Maverick defense as they've bent, but they haven't broken, Chase, and they're starting to figure some things out. Ross steps up into the pocket, a hold, no call. Throws out to the left, and I don't know if that catch was made. They're going to give him the catch on the far sideline. A first down at the Maverick 40-yard line.
That's one you got to get off the field. That's one where we just almost had it.
13-yard pickup right there. And again, third down and long, hurting the Mavericks just like we saw a year ago at Lobo Stadium. Big play right there by Michael Ross as he finds his receiver, Travion Claiborne. This time they'll go back to the ground. Up the middle they go. And breaking tackles inside the 35 and finally chased down from behind, but not before a gain of 15 yards. Coming up to get him finally, I believe, is number 3, Osborne.
Yeah, DeAndre Osborne came back and chased him down from behind and made a good tackle.
But 15 yards there on first down.
Yeah, Marshall needs to. We've bent here. Let's see if we won't break. So we're at the 25. First and 10 Lobos. They're back in the I formation, tight formation. They're running the football here, James.
14-3 Marshall. The ball's loose.
And we got it.
Marshall football. Michael Ross couldn't handle the snap, and it's the sophomore, Trey Macon, making plays. The first takeaway of the night belongs to Big Red. Marshall football.
That's what we needed, Jamie. Coach Harper and I talked about it before the game. We needed some turnovers, and that's a costly one now for Longview. They were driving the football. They were down at the Marshall 25-yard line, first and 10, and they cough it up and turn it over, and the Mavericks pounce on it there back to the 27-yard line. It'll be first down at 10 Marshall, 7:04 left to go here in the second quarter.
I can hear the smile in your voice.
14-3. How about that defense?
Maverick football moving right to left on your radio dial or your cellular phone device. At the 27, their own 27. This time it's Hart, play fake, goes deep, one-on-one, down the far side, and over the shoulder! Jaquavian Dabbs, are you kidding me?
What a catch! What a catch from Jaquavian Dabbs.
Catch!
That was a one-handed grab, Jamie. He pulled it in with one hand, had one guy draped all over him, and Marshall will hurry to the line of scrimmage. They'll mark it right about the 34-yard line.
39 yards, and Jaquavian Dabbs is having himself a heck of a first half, all the way up to the 34 of Longview. This time it's Haller. Stutter steps in the backfield, now finds a little bit of room off that left side and gets up to the 30-yard line of Longview.
They'll give him 4, and he just drugged some people with him. And Haller,
what a catch.
Yeah, what a catch. And I tell you again, you're looking down there, you see Lobos on the defensive line, hands on the hips. It's hard to keep running these plays and run up and down the field when you're 290. So 6:20 left to go here in the second. 14-3 our score. Marshall with the lead, and the ball at the Longview 30-yard line.
And now a flag is thrown, and we'll see what this is all about. And it's on the Longview Lobos.
Sideline infraction.
Sideline warning. It's a sideline warning. That's twice that they've warned them as the snap of the football is about to take place. I don't know if I would do that.
That's an interesting time to do that. Usually that's done really pre-snap or after the snap is over.
Well, don't you got a feeling that these officials are going to make their name in some way that's negative in this game at some point, Chase?
We hope not.
Ball spotted at the Longview 30. Shotgun here for Hart. This time they'll pitch it out to the left. It's Chavis Mills looking for blocks. Gets one inside the 30. Turns inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. So a minimal gain right there of about 2 for Chavis Mills. He ran further to his left than he did to the north. So,
well, that's a play from Chavis Mills. You got to cut up field. He tried to cut back against the grain. When you do that, you let the defense come to you. Might have picked up 3 or 4 more yards had he kept moving towards that sideline. Nonetheless, did pick up 2, so it'll bring up 3rd down and a long 4 for Marshall. The ball spotted right about the 28.5-yard line of the Lobos.
Jaquavian Dabbs again singled up on the far side. Nobody over the top of him as they'll put 8 in the box. They'll show blitz. This time it's a low snap. Haller with room around that right side. Through the right side, a flag comes in, and this one's probably going to, this might be a face mask, Chase. Nope. It'll be a hold on the Mavericks. Of course it is.
Well, when you talk about the officials really inserting themselves in this football game, they've done that so far negatively for the Mavericks. I mean, every time we kind of get our feet on the gas, you see a call. They're saying that the offensive lineman hooked and pulled down the defensive lineman. You know, that was called by the white hat in the back. So, obviously, we're not real happy with that call. So that's going to take a 1st down and march the ball all the way back to the 39-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Mavericks. Now in comes Clayton Garrett, and what you're going to see is that hook route. He's going to sit down right at the 1st down marker.
Clayton Garrett, he'll be paired up on the right side. He'll be in the slot to the right of Justin Hart. Up top, Jaquavian Dabbs. To the right of Justin Hart in the backfield is Chavis Mills. High snap, Hart with a good pocket. Steps up, now is hit from behind and taken down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards there on the run for Justin Hart, and again, that pocket collapsing. One of those plays, though, where you'd like to see number 10 get rid of the football one way or another, and now Marshall's going to be forced to punt.
Tell you what, you got to let the kids play, guys. I mean, this isn't not a time to just start throwing flags.
They're good enough. They're good enough that they don't need that extra help. They're a pretty good football team, have been for a long time.
And there have been too many flags in this football game. Let them play. Let them play a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that might happen tonight, Chase, with the magnitude of this game, and certainly wanted to keep things under control, the rivalry, everything else. Low snap, Haller able to gather, and that went off the side of his foot, and it'll go out of bounds inside the 20, I do believe. No, they're going to spot him right at the 25-yard line.
There is a penalty flag.
That's an 11-yard net. We'll see what this is about. We might have another kick here or maybe another decision here for the Marshall Mavericks.
I think they're going to call offsides if Coach King is not happy with that call. So it looks like that may be offsides on the Lobos at the way everybody's reacting.
Well, instead of punting, what do you do right here? You might have an opportunity to maybe run a play. No, I can't tell what that call is.
They called, I believe.
It looked like another sideline infraction.
I think it is, and if it is a sideline infraction, it's a first down.
That should be an automatic first down for the Mavericks. Am I wrong, or what's the deal?
If you have the second sideline infraction, it should be an automatic first down, and I don't understand. You can't call a sideline infraction and not do anything. It's their second, and Coach Harper is trying to figure out what in the world is going on.
This is just... It's clown shoes is what it is. I don't understand this at all.
Yeah, we've got Larry.
Whatever the explanation was, I can't tell what the call was, first of all, Chase, but Clint Harper seems okay with the explanation. I'm not sure.
It's just been.
What's the point of a sideline infraction then if it doesn't count?
You can't get 2 and not get a penalty.
Nonetheless, it's Lobo football at the 20-yard line. And now they'll go back to the ground game around the left side. Big hole for Polk.
That's a hold.
That's a hold. Are you kidding me? He's going to score. And being chased down from behind at the 10, at the 5, touchdown, Longview.
That was a hold that wasn't called.
Wow.
Absolutely terrible.
Micah Smith pulled down from behind, and Longview gets away with one.
I tell you what.
75-yard touchdown run for the Craven Polk. And, again, they're good enough. You don't need any extra help, but if you're going to call it one way, you got to call it the other way.
Folks, you watch that at home tomorrow. You watch the hold. It's clear as day. He had him by both hands, did the wide receiver, and he drove him back about 30 yards. We thought that was going to be a clearly called holding penalty, but nonetheless, they don't call it, and the Lobos get a freebie touchdown.
That one's huge. 3:52 left to go in this first half. Longview back on the board, 14-10. Marshall on top. Maverick football continues in a moment.
At Panola National Bank, we're constantly looking for ways to make community banking even better. Now we're making it easier for you to bank on the go with Mobile PNB. Our new mobile banking service allows you to access your accounts directly from your cell phone, so you can make transfers, check balances, and search transactions all from the convenience of your cell phone or tablet. Be sure to check out our new free mobile apps in the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Pick your poison. Throw to the end zone and a beautiful dime piece. Off the right arm of Justin Hart to Trel Patton. Tyler with the keeper. He's got a lot of room around the left side. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown, Cameron Haller. Now Hart steps, has a man wide open. Making the catch at the 5 and walking into the end zone is Trel Patton. Touchdown, Mavericks from 43 yards out. Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
Now Longview just takes one play, and they go 75 yards.
With a little assistance.
Craven Polk with a touchdown run. Your Kyle Dansby attorney-at-law scoring drive recap. 14-10, Marshall still on top. This kick drives Trel Patton back to his 2-yard line. Coming straight ahead across the 10. Nobody in front of him except white jerseys. Now goes to his left. Stiff arm at the 17. Now taken out of bounds. And nice job by the Longview defender to let go of him, not take him out of bounds and cause a penalty.
I'm a little steamed right now, Jamie. I mean, we've had back-to-back plays here, one on offense where we get a big penalty that causes us not to get a first down, and then we have a blatant no call there from the official that results in a Lobo touchdown. We've had 3 missed calls here tonight that were clear as day against the Lobos, and they don't get called. And that changes the flow of the football game. Instead of a 21-3 lead, it's a 14-10 lead.
Not only the flow, it changes the momentum. You know, and they're good enough. Again, Chase, they're a good enough program where they don't need the guys in stripes helping them out. Maverick football at their own 19-yard line at the left hash. It's Chavis Mills with the carry around the right side. Got a hole. Gets inside, up across the 25, rather, to about the 28-yard line, maybe the 27. So 7 yards on first down, or 8 yards, rather, on first down for Chavis Mills. 2nd and 2 upcoming.
Again, getting outside the pocket. Marshall's doing good running outside the pocket. Not much in between the tackles, but a big gain there for Chavis Mills. He'll pick up 8, 3:20 left to go here in the half. 14-10 our score. Marshall with the lead, looking at 2nd and 2.
At the right hash again, it's Mills to the left of Justin Hart. He gets the carry. He's takes a Lobo for a ride, but got a first down to the 29-yard line. And he took a Lobo on his back for a ride right there. Needed 2, got exactly 2. First down, Marshall at their own 29-yard line. On top here, 14-10. Clock stops with 3:05 left before intermission. The Patterson Motors halftime show is just around the corner. Marshall on top here, 14-10. Longview gets the football to start the second half.
Big series. Need to put 7 points on the board, get a little cushion going in at the half.
Shotgun here again for Justin Hart. They'll go back to the ground. It's Chavis Mills. Cuts it up at about the 28-yard line and got a yard up to the 30.
I think you're about to see us run that same play and pull the ball out, throw it to Trel Patton. He was wide open. If Marshall comes back to that here on this play, I mean, the safeties are cheating up, trying to stop the run. And we'll see if we go through the air here. Marshall's got to get that ball in the end zone. 2:24 left to go here in the half. The Lobos will start with the football in the second half.
Maverick 30, second down and 9. On top here, 14-10 are the Mavericks. This time they'll fake the give. Underneath they go. Trel Patton makes the catch, and he's off to the races. Count him from the 15, 10, 5. Trel Patton, 88, now at the gate, 70 yards.
Hey.
Marshall back on the board.
I told you that's what we were going to do. Marshall,
right between the eyes.
Marshall went to the fake. They did the play option. It brought the safeties up, and it was a perfect pass from Hart across the middle. There was Trel Patton. It was open the play before. It was open on that play. Touchdown, Marshall Mavericks, and there's the little cushion we need if we can stop them and keep them out of the end zone.
What you're seeing, what you saw right there, Chase, when these kind of teams start to turn their programs around, that's what you call an answer. That's a big-time answer by this football team. Martinez's kick is up, and it's right down the middle. With 2:03 left to go before half, Marshall answers 21-10 on top of the Longview Lobos. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Choosing an insurance agency to handle all your insurance needs can be time-consuming and sometimes confusing. The professional staff at Brown Rig Insurance Agency wants to put your mind at ease. The staff at Brown Rig Insurance will bring their knowledge and experience to the table and provide you with cost-effective insurance solutions. Come by 303 West Austin in Marshall or 110 East Lafayette in Jefferson, or call 903-938-8888 and let Brown Rig Insurance take the worry out of protecting your valuable assets.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelter's Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
4 plays, 81 yards, capped off by the 70-yard strike from Justin Hart to Trel Patton. Your Kyle Dansby, attorney at law, scoring drive recap. Marshall on top, 21-10. Alan Martinez with a deep kick. It'll chase, it'll go out of the end zone. Touch back to the 25-yard line. Marshall with 2:02 left in the half. Marshall with 1 timeout left. Longview with 2. Remember, Longview will get the ball to start the second half. But Marshall has come out here tonight and has shown, at least, if nobody else, they've shown the Longview Lobos that the worm has turned just a little bit. And this isn't your grandparents' Marshall Mavericks. Well, maybe some folks' grandparents' Marshall Mavericks.
Well, yeah,
this isn't the Marshall Mavericks that we've seen over the last, 5 years.
This is my Marshall Mavericks. This is back in the day. This is reminiscent of those 80 teams. And we're running the ball well. We're throwing the ball well. Need to stop here defensively.
They'll go right back to the ground game. It's Polk around that left side. He's got a lot of room. He's taken out of bounds, but not before. He gets about 11 yards, up to the 36-yard line. So right there, DeCraven Polk, with the carry of 11 yards and a Longview first down, 1:54 left to go in the first half. Marshall on top here, 21-10. Jamie Horton, Chase Palmer, Reginald T. Cooper with you tonight, class of 87 and the class of 91.
Well, they're kind of wearing us out there on the right side of our defensive line, their left side. Marshall needs a big stop here to go in the half, up a couple of touchdowns. So let's see what we can do.
Maverick fans getting behind their Mavericks. Chance of defense. They'll go back to Polk around the left side. He's got a hole and another first down. Boy, they found something on that left side, Chase. That's where they went last time. Another 11-yard run for DeCraven Polk.
Yeah, we got to move somebody and pull somebody up there. We've had 2 missed tackles from number 7, Jalen Mitchell. He's shooting the gap. He's just not making the tackle. So Jalen's got to get him on the ground here. If I'm Longview, I'm going back to the well because it's 10, 15 yards in bunches.
90 seconds left for the half. Now Ross throws out to the left and finds a man just sitting down. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has another Longview Lobo first down to all the way up to the Maverick 42-yard line, so they're in Maverick territory now, are the Longview Lobos, their best-looking drive of the night.
Ooh, that was close to a pick. I thought that was just a smidgen from a pick.
I got excited there momentarily.
1:29 left to go in the half. Marshall up 21-10, trying to keep Longview out of the end zone. They're now at the Marshall 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lobos.
Ross in the shotgun, single back set to his right. He'll keep it right at the middle. He goes, shoots the gap. Holding, this one's coming back. He's taken down off his feet after he gets all the way up to the Maverick 28-yard line. So that one's coming back. It'll be a hold on the Longview Lobos, and they got one finally.
Finally, number 70 had Antonio Washington wrapped up like a big bear, and it was well in the backfield. So let's see where they actually spot the hold. They're going to say it was at the line of scrimmage. It actually was probably about 3 yards back behind the line. So that'll march the Lobos back across midfield into their own territory. They'll mark them at the 48 with 1:22 left to go here in the half. 21-10 our score. Marshall with the lead, trying to get a big stop.
Longview football at the left hash, moving left to right. Marshall on top here, 21-10. 82 seconds left to go in this first half. Marshall with one timeout in their back pocket, Longview with two. Longview in possession. They'll go with a single back set, and Ross goes back under center. Now they'll run that tight formation to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Ross drops a play fake. Steps up into the pocket, throws out, has a man wide open, but overshot him. Threw it behind his intended receiver, number 88.
Well, he was wide
Jordan
open.
Wyatt, and Jordan Wyatt never turned around for the football until it was too late. He couldn't make the adjustment, and Ross, again, with a poor-looking throw that time, and you can tell that that's why his numbers through the air this year have not been spectacular. He missed a wide-open opportunity right there.
Well, I tell you, this gets them out again, out of their comfort zone. They don't throw the football well. I mean, 88, the tight end, was wide open. Didn't have anybody near him. And the ball wasn't close to being completed. So it'll bring up 2nd down, a long 20 for the Lobos. 1:15 left to go from their 47.
Shotgun snap here to Ross. He'll step up. He's hit as he throws, finds a man at the 40, and he's taken down almost immediately by a host of Marshall Mavericks.
And
he stays in bounds, so the clock runs. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a huge 8 yards upcoming here for the Longview Lobos and the Maverick defense. Longview again with 2 timeouts. They'll let the clock run. It's at 54 seconds right now. Marshall will think about maybe burning their timeout if they can figure out a way to get a stop right here. Shotgun for Ross. He drops, looks left, throws underneath, and it goes through the hands of his intended receiver. Incomplete. 4th down and 8 upcoming for the Lobos.
And again, he was wide open. Would have been an easy first down, but the ball was overthrown. It'll stop the clock with 41 seconds. And this is an interesting position here if I'm Longview. They're going to go for it here, but it's a little risky with 41 seconds and our ability to throw the deep ball. But they'll go for it from our 40-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down, a long 8 for Longview. A play of the game so far defensively for the Mavericks.
He's had all day to throw the football today. That's one thing we got to get shored up in the second half. Antonio Washington jumps into the neutral zone, so now it becomes a 4th down and 3. Boy, that's huge right there. An encroachment penalty moves it up to the 35-yard line, and if they were thinking about maybe pooch kicking or something like that, now that decision goes out the window.
Yeah, now you're going to see a run. Longview's going to get shoe to shoe, and they're going to give the ball to their best player, their running back. In he comes. That's number 13 into the ball game. He's gashed us a lot. Look for him to run to the left. Actually, they've got big number 7 back there with the quarterback. Trips to the right.
At the 35-yard line, 4th down and 3. Timeout, Marshall. They'll burn their final timeout. We'll keep it right here with 41 seconds left on the game clock. Chase, what can you say about this atmosphere here tonight? What a treat for these fans. What a treat for us. And certainly what a football game we've seen thus far. And, you know, Clint Harper's main message this week was it's about the mental stability. We have got to change the mindset of these kids. It's about going out there and punching them in the mouth. And that's what the Mavericks have done here. They've delivered some haymakers in this first half. Longview's good enough to withstand some of those, and we'll see what happens here, Chase. But right now, for all intents and purposes, apart from a big play on the last series for the Longview Lobos, Marshall's controlled this football game.
We're doing what we need to do to win the football game, but we've got to win this 4th down. This is a huge play in the football game here because it'll allow us to go into the half with a 21-10 lead. Setting the stage for you at home if you're listening. It's 4th down and a long 3 for the Lobos. They're at the Marshall 35-yard line. We've got 41 seconds left here in the half. And again, if Marshall is able to hold, Longview will start with the football. So it's a big series of events here for the Marshall Mavericks. Got to get a stop.
Fourth down out of the timeout by the Mavericks. They are out of them now with 41 seconds on the clock. Fourth down and 3, Longview at the Maverick 35. Need to get to the Maverick 32. Shotgun here from Michael Ross. He'll step, throw out to his left, has a man. He makes the catch right at the 30-yard line. They needed 3, and they got 5. First down and 10, Longview.
Now that's poor defense from Marshall because we played off the receiver. All he did was run 3 yards and turn around, and we bailed out. You've got to play bump there and enable yourself to have a play. So that's a really poor defensive play there for Marshall. Gave up way too much on the outside. And that looks like number 1, Trel Patton. Is he in there at defensive back?
He's in there at defensive back.
Well, he was way too far off the receiver. So the clock will stop with 30 seconds left on the – did they ground that ball, Jamie? It should be second
he did.
down.
No, he did. He threw it on the ground. It should be second down. It's not showing second down anywhere. Clint Harper's trying to make sure it's second down. Nonetheless, Ross drops back, throws over the middle into coverage, almost intercepted, and then almost caught. That ball was hanging in the air, and Longview Lobos were waiting behind the play. Had a chance there, but it goes in and out of the hands of a couple of guys in red, and then the tight end there as well. Jordan Wyatt had a shot at it as well. Third down upcoming. It says all right on the scoreboard. It's only second down across the way there, but it's third down and 10 upcoming for the Longview Lobos.
Yeah, third down and 10 for the Lobos. Again, the ball spotted right outside the 30, about the 30.5-yard line. So big play here for Marshall. 24 seconds left, just trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Third down and 10. Ross in the shotgun at the left hash. He'll take the snap, and they'll give it off to his fullback. He's got room around the left side. He's got a first down and more, and knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Well, they'll give him the 11-yard line, so just outside of a goal-to-go situation, and knocked out of bounds. That time the carry was to Austin Moore, caught everybody by surprise.
Well, again, they're killing us on the right side of our defensive line, their left side. That when they need yards, they go there, and that's where they're picking them up. That's a big gain for Longview. The ball will be spotted at the 11 with 17 seconds left. Let's see if they try to keep it on the ground here, James.
Under center, that power I formation yet again here for the Lobos. Play clock is down under 10 to 9 seconds. Ross takes the snap, and they'll fake the give. He's looking to throw. Being pressured, rolling to his left, throws, has a man. He makes the catch, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 10. So it'll be 10 seconds left on the clock. I think you take one shot here if you're Longview. I mean, you got 2 timeouts, but you didn't play the timeout game properly. So now you only got 10 seconds to work with here, Chase. You got maybe one shot to throw to the end zone and then maybe go after your kicker, who we've seen has the ability to kick the ball.
Yeah, if Marshall can hold them here, I believe that King will have to kick a field goal. There's 10 seconds left here in the half.
Because he wants to get to a one-possession game. You get that 13 going into the locker room. It's a one-possession game if you're able to convert the 2-point conversion in the second half. 21-10, second down and 5 here for the Lobos. 10 seconds on the clock. Ross takes the snap, rolls right, looks that way, now takes off and throws.
That's grounding. That's got to be grounding.
Well, he got it to cross the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't matter. He's out of the tackle box and got it past the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
So that'll be 3 seconds on the clock. Ross with a smart play there to at least save his kicker. Save his kicker that time. He just flung it underhand out of bounds, but threw it towards the line of scrimmage. He was out of the tackle box, so now we'll see
almost
a field goal attempt right here of 23 yards at the left hash. He's 1 for 2 tonight, is the kicker. Cody Jenkins, the senior, 5'5", 135 pounds. He's got a heck of a right foot on him, but hopefully he can pull one here. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it's good. And at intermission, folks, we got a good one. The 105th meeting between your Mavericks and the Longview Lobos. We go to half. Marshall on top, 21-13. The Patterson Motors halftime show is next. Stay tuned.
Hey, East Texas, Richard Trawick at Patterson Ram in Marshall, Texas, and it's truck month, and we've got the biggest savings ever on 2015 Ram Lone Stars. On top of a $5,000 package savings, we're taking $10,000 off MSRP. That's right, $10,000 off MSRP, $5,000 package savings for a total savings of $15,000 on all 2015 Ram Lone Star 1500s. So come by and see us at Patterson Ram on Highway 59 in Marshall, Texas.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass also specializes in body and glass repair from a rock chip to a complete installation. Now, Certified Collision and Glass has added the equipment and completed the training to repair the all-aluminum 2015 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59 next to Marshall Ford in Marshall, Texas. Certified Collision and Glass, leading the way in collision repair.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Roden's 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Roden's Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelter's Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Outstanding performance, broader coverage options, high quality, top priority service, and claims processing. All faster than a blue streak. Brown Rig Insurance has earned Blue Streak agent status from the Central Insurance Companies. The knowledgeable, experienced staff at Brown Rig are committed to providing you the very best in service, protection, and peace of mind. Visit our offices in Marshall or Jefferson, or contact us at 903-938-8888. Brown Rig Insurance, your hometown Blue Streak agent.
What scares you the most? Is it video buffering, lagging while gaming, or sharing your internet connection with your kids?
With Fidelity's wicked awesome internet speeds, you can get the speed that you need to fit your family's needs. No more delays with online videos, better gaming connections, and enough bandwidth for everyone under your roof. Go to fidelitycommunications.com/internet now to schedule your free installation.
Internet from Fidelity. So fast, it's scary.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your bandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Bandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the bandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Bandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and bandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Patterson Motors halftime show. It's a 21-13 Marshall Maverick lead over the Longview Lobos in the 105th meeting between these two bitter rivals. At intermission, it is time now for your first half stats, brought to you by Marshall ISD School Board member Brad Burris, who sees firsthand the many positive things going on within the Marshall Independent School District, and Brad's proud to be a part of a school district that continuously strives for excellence both in the classrooms and in extracurricular activities. Marshall ISD Board member Brad Burris encourages the entire community to support the efforts of Marshall ISD as they seek to maximize the potential of all Marshall ISD students. Let's go Mavs. And filling in for my broadcast partner, Chase Palmer, at half is a guy that has also been a broadcast partner of mine this season, Mr. Matt Moore.
Hey, thank you, Jamie. Let's go over some stats here. First of all, for them sorry old Lobos, first quarter, they had 36 rushing yards, 47 passing yards for 83 total yards of offense. Second quarter, they had 144 rushing yards, 70 of which come on one play, 45 passing yards for 189 in the second quarter. Totals 272 yards for the first half for the Lobos. Now for the Mavericks, we totaled 13 rushing yards in the first quarter, 106 passing yards for 119 total first quarter yards. Second quarter, we had 54 rushing yards, 138 passing for 192 total second quarter yards for a total for the first half of 311. And Jamie, the play action is absolutely killing the Lobos tonight.
Yeah, and I think that'll be what the Mavericks will adjust to in this second half, is maybe trying to soften them up a little bit with a first down run, something like that. But you have to commit so much to number 33 and number 5 if you're a defense that it's hard for you to commit a single high safety over the top. Jaquavian Dabbs has been a monster in this first half for the Mavericks, and Justin Hart standing in there and delivering a really good football tonight.
I'm going to tell you what, of all the games I've seen Justin Hart play tonight, he has by far been at his best. He is accurate with the football. And I'm going to tell you what, every time I've got Dabbs or Trel in single coverage, man, I'm going to take a shot with him, man. Justin Hart has been on, and it's been a lot of fun to watch, Jamie.
It is. Just, what an atmosphere here tonight. This is unbelievable. I've never seen it like this. The first time I've called a game where the stadium is completely sold out, where they opened up the Armory across the street from the from Bancorp South to let people park. There's overflow parking in Marshall Mall. Marshall Mall looks like a packed house over there tonight, but all those folks are walking across the street and coming over to Maverick Stadium. What an atmosphere, man.
I'm going to tell you, man, tonight is what Texas high school football is all about. It's been a long time, decades, since there's been a crowd this large and this hyped up for a football game, man. I think it's just it shows us a little bit what we have in store in the future with Coach Harper and the culture that he's changed in a very short time in Marshall, Texas.
And there's some of these guys, and Justin Hart being one of them, a senior. This is his final shot to beat Longview. There's several seniors on this Marshall Maverick football team who have been a part of this program reboot, if you will, under the tutelage of Coach Harper, and this will be their final opportunity to get it done here tonight, and you couldn't ask for a better crowd to try and get that done your senior year against your hated rivals, the Longview Lobos. This has been just absolutely fantastic. What, to me, stood out the most was Longview goes down, they score on that 70-yard run. It's 14-10, it's a ball game. And then Marshall, the sign of a good growing program is the ability to go and answer. And it took them 4 plays to go and answer, a little pass underneath the Trel Patton. And again, when you don't have any safeties to help you, when you're trying to stop the run, he gets past you, and that's it. He makes one man miss, and nobody's going to catch that track star.
I'm going to tell you this, man. The thing I've been most impressed with this Maverick football team, not just tonight, but the entire season, is their ability to maintain their composure no matter the circumstances. You don't see this Marshall Maverick team, like in years past, getting silly personal foul penalties. We don't see them reacting emotionally when things go bad. You see them come back, we regroup, and we just go back and do what we do. And the most impressive thing tonight, Jamie, is Longview historically has been a team that they grind and they beat on you, and they eventually break out with the big play. And tonight, the Marshall Mavericks are beating Longview at their own game.
Yeah, and that's look. You're not. It's going to be a hard if you stick with that, trying to beat them at their own game. I think it might be a longer night. But the fact that we're able to have such talent on the outside singled up and have that opportunity nearly every snap of the football offensively, I think that's something we may see in the second half is Justin Hart going to the air a little bit more, because what we do know about this Maverick offense is that it's a pick-your-poison offense. Okay, you want to dedicate your defense to Cameron Haller and Chavis Mills, that's fine. I've got a Jaquavian Dabbs, who's a track star. I got a Trel Patton, who's a track star. And I've got a Bacardi Moore, who's another veteran wide receiver for this football team, all of which had nice first halves making plays. Bacardi Moore with 1 catch, but it led to a Marshall Maverick first down. And then, obviously, the addition of Clayton Garrett, another guy that's a possession type of wide receiver, but a guy that you have to pay attention to in this Maverick offense. It's just, look, it's still a football game. It's still a lot of football left to be played, and we know what kind of football team Longview has. But if you're a Marshall Maverick right now, you got to be feeling pretty good about the effort you put forth in the game's first 24 minutes.
No, you're exactly right, and that's the thing that Coach Harper brings with his style of offense. We're very balanced. You got to pick your poison. You're right, man. We can run the ball. We can throw the ball. We were very balanced in the first half. We had a nice mix. In the second half, I think you're exactly right. I think you're going to see us come out a lot more. We're going to run on first down. We're going to try to get ahead of schedule. And, if we can continue to get 3 and 4 yards a pop on first down, that's very difficult to defend when you have quarterback that's playing as good as Justin Hart is, when you have receivers who are just dominating the defensive backs in one-on-one coverage. I mean, that's the key to victory. We need to shorten the game. Continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and we'll walk out of here with a victory.
Also, like to thank Brad Burris and Century 21, a select group, a family-owned and operated office that strives to provide the high quality of service that individuals expect from a Century 21 office. Brad Burris and his team of agents are simply the best choice for all your real estate needs. Proud to be the #1 real estate company in Marshall, and are conveniently located downtown at 215 East Travis. Also would like to thank Kyle Dansby, attorney at law, who's a proud supporter of Marshall Maverick football and a proud member of the Marshall Education Foundation. Kyle Dansby, attorney at law, 903-738-6162. Let's go, Mavs. You're tuned in to the Patterson Motors halftime show, a 21-13 Marshall Maverick lead at intermission. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Hey, East Texas, Richard Trawick at Patterson Toyota in Marshall, Texas, and we're having an inventory closeout on all 2015 2015 Toyota Corolla S model. Only $239 down, only $239 a month, and it's loaded with equipment. Or you can drive in the future in next year's 2016 Toyota Camry in stock for only $279 down, only $279 a month. Inventory closeout on all 2015 Toyota Corolla S model, and it's only at Patterson Toyota in Marshall.
It's a Maverick Stampede in 2015. Cameron Haller with the carry around the left side, now reverses field. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Cameron Haller. The young man has done it again. Midfield and more, and it's a foot race.
Bye-bye.
Chavis Mills, 10-5, touchdown Mavericks.
I'm telling you, they're not going to catch Chavis Mills.
Join me and Jace Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clements at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
Rodens 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Rodens Appliances 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
Choosing an insurance agency to handle all your insurance needs can be time-consuming and sometimes confusing. The professional staff at Brown Rig Insurance Agency wants to put your mind at ease. The staff at Brown Rig Insurance will bring their knowledge and experience to the table and provide you with cost-effective insurance solutions. Come by 303 West Austin in Marshall or 110 East Lafayette in Jefferson, or call 903-938-8888 and let Brown Rig Insurance take the worry out of protecting your valuable assets.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super-fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year, or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today, or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall, Texas. Eric Nichols and his staff will hook you up with complete collision repair and have your car looking like it came from the factory. Now, no one wants to be in an accident, but hey, happens. Certified Collision and Glass will provide you with free estimates and a lifetime warranty. Certified Collision and Glass is also iCar certified. Go see the pros at Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South in Marshall. Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
That's good news right now at intermission. Marshall on top here, 21-13 over the hated Longview Lobos, as Marshall tries to move to 6-0 again for the first time in nearly 2 decades, since 1996, as they pay homage tonight and honor the 1990 state championship team as they're about to walk onto the field, led by Chase Palmer's out there, and a lot of folks from that 1990 state championship team on hand tonight, as well as Marshall Maverick legend and NFL Hall of Famer Y.A. Tittle. He got a nice little spot for him right down there, that they put a little stage up in front of the stands, and He's there with his family as he made the trip all the way from California just the other day to be a part of this one here tonight. Joined again by Matt Moore, and we want to talk about Marshall Ford does this every single year, the Ford Motor Company. Drive one for your school, and every year we seem to get our limit. We usually hit our limit by the time it's over with or before it's over with, but October the 22nd in the same parking lot just beyond the gym, beyond the east end zone here at Maverick Stadium, right there is where this is going to be. That'll be October the 22nd. We usually get things kicked off about 4:30, something like that.
Yep, we got it down to
4:30.
science, man.
Yep.
I mean, the Booster Club gets heavily involved in it, and when we first started, it took us, 3-4 hours to get our 300 drives in to raise at least $6,000 each year for the Maverick Booster Club. And the last couple of years, we've got it knocked out about an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's really nice to see the community come out in a very, very easy way to raise money for the Mavericks.
Now, were you ever part of state championship team?
Yeah, I was here. You mean personally?
Personally.
Man, sad story, man. But my high school won state the year after I graduated.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer, man.
That is a bummer, but you were there, right? I'm sure you were.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, absolutely, man. Went to all the playoff games that year. It was amazing to watch, man. It adds electricity to a community, and I'll tell you what, when you have a good football team, everything's just a little better.
Oh, especially, this time of year, fall's coming around, the school year's just really kind of getting going. You got all the momentum from what happened in the summertime with an overwhelming victory and passing a school bond, something that this town has been trying to do for a while now, and they got it done. So there's just so much momentum moving in the way of the Marshall Mavericks right now and Marshall ISD as a whole. It's just to see the people that have come back, people coming from out of town, out of state, that went to school here, coming back to celebrate that 1990 state championship team, as well as you got guys from class of 87, Reggie Cooper, class of 88, 89, a lot of those folks here. And then next week during homecoming was Marshall hosts Greenville, expecting another group of folks here for all their high school reunions. So things going the way of the Marshall Mavericks right now. Hopefully in the next 24 minutes or so, they'll stay that way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm expecting great things out of the Mavericks in the second half.
There's also a big football game tomorrow. This is the biggest game in the state of the weekend, probably, or at least here as far as Texas high school football is concerned.
East Texas, for sure. The one other game I will mention, only because I'm attuned to this, is Refugio and Shiner is a big game tonight down in South Texas.
Yeah, Refugio and Shiner. That head coach for Refugio is not a lot of people like him.
Oh, man, in the realm of football coaches, he's about as sorry as they come, man. But he's successful.
And he has no apologies.
Hey, but yeah, he is a sorry dog, man. But Shiner, kind of hits me close to home. They still keep it real and run the veer. They throw the ball about 5 times a game. They line up and just run it down your throat.
Every time I hear veer, I think of Rev from Remember the Titans. Thanks, Rev, for teaching me how to run the veer. But tomorrow at the Cotton Bowl, it's Texas OU weekend. This game really has no implications because usually it's exciting because sometimes those two teams are good at the same time. It's been a long time since the University of Texas has been good, and I don't expect them to improve tomorrow. What are your thoughts on that one?
2 words, buddy. Boat race.
Fair enough. That one might be over before noon.
All right, buddy, I'm going to tell you what. I'm looking forward to watching the first quarter of that game, but I don't think it's going to be much of one tomorrow. Baker Mayfield's hit his stride at Oklahoma, and I think they're going to run roughshod over Texas. I think I would be surprised if Charlie Strong has a job next week.
I think they're going to let him. I think he's got until I think he's got another year. I really do. I think he needs to. Otherwise, that's just another example of them not doing it right. Down in Austin.
I thought he had another year too until this last week. He's lost the locker room, and as a head coach, you cannot lose the locker room. If you can't control your players and you can't control the culture, you can't right the ship. And he has clearly lost the locker room. I think he's gone.
I think the one thing that he has in terms of that is the fact that he can say those are Mac Brown's kids.
You can say that, but let me ask you this: if they're Mac Brown's kids and they're poison in the well, they've got a bad attitude in the locker room. How come you haven't cut them?
Well, because I don't know.
It is his
slim
job.
Pickens in Austin, though,
It
right
is
now.
his job to control everything within the program. And if you can't keep your kids from talking crap about each other, honestly, I don't know a better way to say that.
Or keep them off Twitter at halftime.
Keep them off. If you can't keep them off Twitter and calling each other out in public, you don't have control of your program. You don't have control of your program, you don't deserve to be in charge of it.
And it's tough. Look, I don't care if you're a Texas fan or not. College football's better when the University of Texas is a successful program. I don't think anybody can deny that. Now, you guys were off last week, still climbing the rankings. I still think you're very underrated there in College Station. What are you guys doing tomorrow?
Buddy, we weren't off last week. We beat Mississippi State last week. We're off this week.
You're off this. I'm sorry. You're off this week. You won last week. You're off this week. Looking ahead.
I think this year, last year we didn't have the luxury of a bye week given the cancellation of the first game. This week it's really nice to have the bye week before we face a national powerhouse in Alabama. In watching the Aggies this season, I'd like to think we've kept it pretty vanilla and conservative on offense, and I'm hoping the Death Star is fully operational come Saturday, and we throw some stuff at Alabama they haven't seen, and come out with a victory.
At the end of the day, Alabama to me is like, if I'm going to make a comparison to high school football, they're like the Longview Lobos have been to the Marshall Mavericks, because no matter what Alabama does, even if they stub their toe against Mississippi, who then goes out the next week and just lays an absolute egg, Alabama's always going to be there in the conversation at the end of the year. So a big win next week by the Aggies eliminates Alabama, one would think, from any contention into that college football playoff going forward. Tomorrow in Manhattan, Kansas, it's the Kansas State Wildcats playing host to the TCU Horned Frogs. Kansas State getting on a little bit of a roll here. Bill Snyder, always a guy that's, he's just a good football coach.
One of the best ever.
And TCU, look, nobody circles the wagons like Gary Patterson when it comes to finding young pieces to a defense that he can go in and fill in some spots. They've improved over the last couple of weeks, but still losing 7 defensive starters for the season. I just think eventually TCU's going to run out of gas in terms of having to try and outscore people every week, because you're not going to play offenses that University of Texas brings to you every single week.
Yeah, but you know what? TCU's offense is really special. They proved that against Texas Tech. They got in a game where they actually just had to outscore someone. Now, tomorrow, there's no doubt that they're going to face the best defense that they faced all season long. That's what Bill Snyder does, but I'd be surprised if TCU doesn't win. I've got them favored. I think they come out of Manhattan with a victory. It's going to be hard fought. It's going to be their toughest test to date, but TCU's offense is special. Their defense, you're right. It's unfair to really lay any blame given that you lose 7 starters, but they'll come along.
Yeah, and I think the Texas Tech game really helped their confidence. I mean, that was one I think that they could say, look, we did not deserve to win that football game. We had every right to walk out of there with an L, and to figure out a way to win just has to catapult you. Just like nobody else in this district has a Cameron Haller, nobody in the Big 12 has a Trevon Boykin, and he right now is not in the front running for the Heisman conversation because of what that kid Leonard Fournette is doing in Baton Rouge. He's a monster.
He is an absolute. He's just a man. He's a man. Hey, how much fun is he to watch play though?
Oh, he's ridiculous.
It's great.
It reminds me a lot like when I get to see Cameron Haller.
That's right.
Running downhill and running over people and things like that. What he did last week to a poor young man at Pine Tree when he just shoved him down at the goal line to make his way into the end zone. It's just really fun to watch. Guys like that are special, though, Matt. They come along. They're not just something that you have they're not a dime a dozen. It's just like Bill Parcells used to say, I can't call 1-800-find a lineman.
Right.
It's these guys come along every once in a while. And it's special. And to be able to sit here and watch guys like Cameron Haller, who are going to play at the next level, who then you can say, I used to talk about him on Friday night. It's just it's a cool feeling. And again, being here tonight, this is the first time I've seen a sellout here at Maverick Stadium, which is in 8 years. That's hard for me to believe. Clint Harper told me this week, he said his second game, if you remember, his second game coaching here 2 years ago when it was Longview, and we jumped out to a 7-0 lead, and we were actually the better team throughout that football game. But he said there was a time where he turned around, and there was only half of the stands were full, and it was a gut punch to him.
That's right.
He didn't understand how Marshall had fallen on such hard times. So, if nothing else, this is a bit of a revival here tonight.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And it's, kind of to tie it in with what you were saying earlier about what's going on in Marshall with the bond and everything else. I think for guys that, that are young like us, we're going to look back, 20 years, 25, 30 years from now, and we're going to be able to say that, like, the year 2015, that's when everything changed here. We got a lot of momentum. This place is headed in the right direction, and it's fun to be a part of it.
And if you believe in any sort of superstition or any of the way the stars line up and the stuff like that, it's been 25 years since the Mavericks won a state championship game. They did that in Houston at the Astrodome. For the first time in almost a decade, the state championship game this year will not be played at Jerry World or in Dallas or wherever it is. it has been moved to Houston some 25 years later. Now, that's a nice little round number. It's not an even number, but it's 25 years. So, like, 26 doesn't mean it's not as significant, right? So it's kind of a weird thing. So 25 years later, they celebrate this team, and now you have an opportunity to go back to Houston where you won your only state championship for this program. And, you know, maybe maybe I'm reaching, but it does seem like perhaps things are going the way of the Marshall Mavericks to where you could at least, you know, think about it and let it play with your head a little bit.
Well, the nice part about us sitting up here in the booth, we can reach. We afford that luxury. You know, Coach Harper, they can't reach. They got to think about the second half. They got to think about next week. But
that's true.
You know, you and
got to
I,
put this one in the win column
but
first.
we could go ahead and talk about the magic up here. So let's go ahead and dream a little bit. That would be awesome.
Matt, thanks for joining me, man. Again, October 22nd, drive one for your school. Marshall Ford will be there. And the Ford Motor Company, again, giving us some money for you just coming out and driving one of their awesome vehicles. All you got to do is put your name on a form. Make sure that you got a driver's license that's legit. They'll give you the keys. You drive a car. You don't have to, there's no salesman or anything. They just want you to drive one, and then they'll put some money into the pockets of Marshall ISD and the Booster Club and everything. It's just an awesome deal, and it's a significant chunk of money.
Oh, absolutely. This year, I think this is going to be our 10th one. You know, we've raised well over $50,000 right now. This year, we're going to cross the $60,000 threshold, and you know, it's like I said, it's an easy way to raise money for the Mavericks, and come and see us on October 22nd.
21-13, Marshall on top of the Patterson Motors halftime show. Maverick football continues in just a moment. The second half comes your way next. Stay tuned.
Hey, East Texas, Richard Trawick at Patterson Ram in Marshall, Texas, and it's truck month, and we've got the biggest savings ever on 2015 Ram Lone Stars. On top of a $5,000 package savings, we're taking $10,000 off MSRP. That's right, $10,000 off MSRP. $5,000 package savings for a total savings of $15,000 on all 2015 Ram Lone Star 1500s. So come by and see us at Patterson Ram on Highway 59 in Marshall, Texas.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Cruising a Padre with the top down was the best. But that was before we had the kids, all three of them. We went from two-seater to sedan to minivan, joy rides to family trips, detailing to fixing dents from bikes and skateboards.
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes as fast as your taste in cars. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
Pick your poison. Throw to the end zone in a beautiful dime piece. Off the right arm of Justin Hart to Trel Patton. Tyler with the keeper. He's got a lot of room around the left side. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown, Cameron Haller. Now Hart steps, has a man wide open. Making the catch at the 5 and walking into the end zone is Trel Patton. Touchdown, Mavericks from 43 yards out. Join me and Jace Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
Campbell Portable Buildings offer the largest inventory of portable buildings in East Texas. Come by our sales lot today to see a complete line of General Shelters products. We have storage buildings, workshops, offices, cabins, and covers. The experienced staff at Campbell's can help you get just what you want. A building is a serious investment, so why not trust a manufacturer with over 40 years of experience? Campbell Portable Buildings, 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas. Or check us out on the web at campbellportablebuildings.com.
Rodens Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard North at the overpass. They want to introduce you to the Whirlpool refrigerator, 28 cubic feet, 4-door. Extra refrigerated drawer for easy access, easy slide storage bins, indoor ice, tap touch controls, adjustable gallon door bins, ice and water filter, Whirlpool beauty, capacity, dependability. Whirlpool, the brand to trust. And Rodens, where they service what they sell. 506 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year. Or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank & Trust has a great new way to show your Bandemonium. It's with the new Texas Bank & Trust High School Bandemonium Visa check cards. These cards have high school colors and mascots from many East Texas schools. Use the Bandemonium card for your normal everyday purchases and show your school spirit at the same time. Texas Bank & Trust Bandemonium Visa check cards. The one card fans demand. Texas Bank & Trust. Strength, stability, service, and Bandemonium cards.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The first 24 minutes of football here tonight at Marshall Mavericks Stadium brought forth a very, very happy and enthusiastic Marshall Maverick crowd, a capacity crowd here tonight at Mavericks Stadium, probably the first sellout we've had here in many a year. It's 21-13 Marshall on top as we get you set up for the second half. The second half kickoff tonight brought to you by the Paisley Rose, and they remind you that they're avid supporters of the Marshall Mavericks. The Paisley Rose invites all Maverick fans and boosters to stop by and have monogramming done on hats, shirts, sweatshirts, or other memorabilia. And don't forget to take care of mom and dad while you're there. And check out their selection of adorable children, toddler, and baby items. Second half kickoff brought to you by the Paisley Rose. We'll get that to you in just a moment. Chase Palmer joins me again after being on the field during the intermission as part of the celebration of the 25-year anniversary of the only team to win a state championship for this Marshall Maverick football program. That had to be kind of a special deal for you, Chase.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. It's good to see some of these guys. You know, we've had a couple get to come home. I don't know how much of the word kind of got out, but had a good group, had a lot of coaches home. So it's good to see those guys, and they're being treated tonight to a pretty good football game. And this is kind of what they would remember. This is what those guys would have remembered from many years ago. So really exciting to see some of those guys. Tomorrow night's going to be a lot of fun. We encourage anybody listening at home, if you can come out tomorrow to Charlie's Backyard Bar and Grill and join us for a big celebration of those seasons and a good fundraiser for the Marshall Education Foundation. Well, the Mavericks come and take the field here to begin the second half. Longview has already taken the field, and I believe this is the first time, Jamie, this season that the Lobos have trailed at the half. Our score 21-13, Marshall with the lead, but the Lobos will start with the football.
Well, I don't know what the score at the halftime was at the Shreveport game, Battle on the Border. I think C.E. Bird was ahead in that football game, 17-13 at half, but I don't really remember. I'll just go ahead and say that, yeah, you're right. Longview hasn't trailed at halftime. I'll say this, they haven't trailed in a district contest till tonight, and they're trying to get to 3-0 just like the Marshall Mavericks are. And, you know, as we kind of look around, Chase, throughout this district, well,
the Mavericks have to come out here and start well. Got to get a stop on defense. Marshall's going to kick the ball deep to start this off. So 21-13 is our score. The Mavericks did a really good job in the first half. They amassed 311 yards of total offense. We're going to have to keep that pace in the second half, 600 yards, and I think we win the football game because we're going to control the clock. You got to think we score a couple more touchdowns. If you get to 600
yards and you don't win the football game, you got to be kicking yourself because something didn't go right. But look, for all intents and purposes, Chase, in spite of a 70-yard run, which was the big play of the first half for the Longview Lobos, Marshall controlled that first half. Limited Longview to two kicks of the football, 2 field goals, and it's a 21-13 game. Marshall set to kick it off. Alan Martinez will tee it up at his own 40-yard line, and Longview will move left to right on your radio dial. Again, your second half kickoff brought to you by the Paisley Rose. Show your Maverick pride with the Paisley Rose. That's the Paisley Rose, 201 West Austin, where there's love in every stitch. The second half of the 105th meeting between the Mavericks and the Lobos is underway as Martinez kicks it out of bounds along that far side.
You know, and I know Coach Harper doesn't get all upset about that because they're only going to start at the 35, but those touchbacks are handy. You know, that 10 yards is a big 10 yards, and Martinez has the leg to kick it deep. We've seen him do that here tonight already.
Longview football at their own 35-yard line. Michael Ross, again, a guy that we saw in the first half, at the 30-yard line. A guy who came into tonight's contest 38 of 81 through the air, and we saw some of his inconsistencies throwing the football in that first half. So if you can keep them to where they have to continue to throw the football, which means Marshall would have to tack on another possession as far as the score differential, we might see that again. They'll go to the ground here on first down, and it's Polk. He bounces outside. Tries to cut it upfield at about the 35, gets to the 35, and it's a gain of 5 for Polk on first down.
That was a strange play because the guy that came back and made the tackle, number 99, Antonio Washington, he came from all the way backside, and the running back kind of came back inside to the middle, ran right into big Antonio. That's not somebody you want to run into in the middle of the field. So second down and 5 for Longview. Marshall trying to get a stop here on the first possession of the second half.
Jaquavian Polk's had a good football game here tonight. That was a weird circumstance right there on the snap of the football, and Polk with a huge hole up the middle he goes, and he's got a first down all the way up to the Lobo 47-yard line.
No bones about that. They were shoe-to-shoe. I mean, that's shoe-to-shoe with two fullbacks, and you don't see that much anymore in 5A football, but that's what they're running right now. What they're going to do is Longview's going to say, we're going to punish you and run the football and run it downhill. I mean, they're only going to split one guy out wide. They're going to keep everybody inside at the line of scrimmage, so you can see what's happening, Jamie.
Single back set after the 12-yard run. A flag comes in, and we've got motion.
Big number 60.
They'll blow it dead, and this will back Longview up.
Big number 60 for the Lobos. That's Tim Clay. Look, when you're 6'6", 385, there's nowhere to hide when you're in motion.
385?
A little early. So
my goodness gracious alive.
He's a big and up front for the Lobos. He stood straight up. When you're 6'6" and you stand up, you stand up. So
there's portable buildings that are for sale down the street that aren't 385 pounds.
Well, so there's another big pre-snap penalty for Longview. It'll move the ball back down to the 42-yard line.
They'll need to get to the Maverick 43 for a first down. Ball spotted at the left hash for the Longview Lobos. They'll go in that power I formation. First possession of the third quarter. They'll go up the middle on the tailback. He's hit and dropped by Micah Smith and a couple of other Marshall Mavericks in on the stop there.
He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. Micah Smith led the way along with number 3, DeAndre Osborne. So a good play there by the Maverick defense, and that puts Longview in another second down and long, second and 11.
4 yards there on that first down carry, and the ball carrier that time was Braylon Anthony, number 11. So it's been Anthony and Jaquavian Polk tonight, so we will not see Tylen Miller. That meniscus a little bit more serious than they let on in the scouting report. Now a throw out to the left by Ross, and the catch is made in Maverick territory at the 49, but again, a poorly thrown football, which allowed them to not pick up any more additional yards. Chris Braggs with the catch.
Yeah, that would have been a first down.
Yeah, it would have been a first down. A lot of room to run for Braggs, but he had to actually turn around and slide down to his tail to make that catch.
Big play here for the Maverick defense. The ball spotted at midfield. You got to think if we hold them, they punt.
Chance of defense for this Maverick crowd. Third down and 6, rather. Ross throws out to the left, and it's caught. Breaking a tackle and picking up the first down is Austin Moore, the fullback. That's a big play right there by number 7. Austin Moore got out of the grasp of Jalen Mitchell and picked up the first down. It looked like he dropped the football, I thought, Chase, to begin, but it was actually him catching the ball and then making a move.
Yeah, really good catch there from him because the ball was thrown behind him. It was a bad pass, and nobody out there for Marshall. He was wide open and just able to pick up the first down at the 41-yard line. First and 10 Lobos.
At the Maverick 41-yard line, Ross goes back under center, power I formation. They'll move the tight ends on that side to the left, and they'll go to Polk. Up the middle he goes, and he's got a big gain up to the 35, maybe right at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on first down for Jaquavian Polk.
Here's the problem. When you get them in second or first down and 15, you've got to make that stop on that possession because they're going to run power football. They're getting 6 yards on first down. It puts them in second and short. Tough for our defense to get a stop. So 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 21-13 our score, but Longview at the Marshall 35.
Julian Oliver comes off. Marjay Smith goes in. Ross goes back to the ground. It's Polk around that left side. Stops short of a first down by maybe just a couple of yards. And Polk stopped shy, maybe 2 yards on the carry. Tried to go out wide left along the right side of that Maverick defense, and he's going to be about 3 yards shy. They're going to spot him at the Maverick 34-yard line. So a big 3rd down and 3 upcoming for this Maverick defense. 2
big plays here for Marshall's defense because it's 4-down territory for the Lobos. As we go under 8.5 to go here in the third, Longview chewing up a bunch of clock, playing keep away from the Maverick offense. 21-13 our score. Marshall with the lead, but Longview with the football, and they're driving.
Play clock at 10, left hash. 3rd down and 3 here for the Lobos. They'll give it to Austin Moore, the fullback. Up the middle he goes. He's going to be right at the sticks. And this might be close enough for a measurement, Chase. We'll see where the spot of the football is. Looked like he got a favorable spot, but the
initial spot was short.
And it looks to be about a yard, maybe a half a yard shy, Chase. I don't even know if that's close enough to measure. It looks to be the nose of the football, looks to be on this side of the 31, which is what they need. And I think they're going to go ahead and say it's 4th down.
They are.
4th down and inches, and the Longview Lobos will try and pick up a first down here. Marshall's going to have to bring the house.
And that was a very, very kind spot. I'm not sure he got all the way to the outside the 31. I thought it was the 32. So here's a big play, 4th down and just barely nothing.
And they'll get him to jump off sides. He bumped his head, Chase. When he does his head like that on a hard count, sometimes that cadence right there can be a delay of game penalty. And that's tough, man.
Well,
that's tough. We used
that.
to see Brett Favre get called for that from time to time back in the day. But Michael Ross with the head movement, boy, that should be a delay of game. I'm sorry, but that's the wrong call.
Well, that's a freebie. Marshall gives the ball.
Because if you're allowed to do that, I would do that every single time. I would never snap the football. I would just bob my head like that and pick up the first down. Michael Ross gets away with one right there. First down here for the Lobos after the penalty. They'll go to Polk, and he stumbles over the hash mark and falls forward.
He'll lose 2.
Lose a couple of yards back to the 28-yard line of Marshall, so 2nd down and 12 upcoming here for the Lobos as Polk, for the first time tonight, is taken down without anybody touching him.
Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break. 7:17 left to go here in the third quarter. 21-13, Mavericks with the lead. Longview at the Marshall 28-yard line.
Shotgun here for Ross. And this time he'll give it to the fullback. That's Austin Moore around the left side. He's got some good yardage inside the 25 and taken down at the 22-yard line. So a 3rd down and long upcoming, about 3rd down and 6 here for the Lobos.
Big play right here. We got 2 downs. They're going to got 2 downs to get 6. So Marshall gave them one in the last possession, jumping off sides on 4th down. So let's see if the Mavericks can get a stop. We're now at 6.5 to go in the third. Longview chewing up a bunch of clock here on their first drive. They've had the ball half of this quarter. 21-13, Marshall with the lead. Longview at the Maverick 22.
Back under center goes Michael Ross. Single back set. And they'll fake the give, roll to his left as Ross throws out into coverage. Taken down at the 20, short of the first down. A great tackle out in space by the sophomore, Trey Macon. The catch is made by Jordan Wyatt. And again, Trey Macon making the individual play right there. Brings up a 4th down and about 3 here for the Longview Lobos. They need to get to the Maverick 16, and it's spotted right now just outside the 19.
Well short of the first down. Marshall's defensive end on that side got snookered and went inside. Could have had a sack had he stayed home. 5:52 left to go here in the third. Big play here on 4th and 4.
4th down upcoming. Michael Ross will look over to the sideline. They'll go with that power I set again. Austin Moore, the up man. To Craven Polk, the tailback. They'll give it to Polk. He's got a first down, and Moore breaks a tackle inside the 10. Touchdown.
And that's one we shouldn't have given up a first down right there. That was one where we just didn't make the tackle. I mean, they ran right over the big man, 6'6", 385, and he mowed a huge hole over there, and Longview's going to go for a 2-point conversion to tie this one up.
Still think it's a little early to chase points right here, Chase, but
boy, that was a big play, Jamie.
That's a huge play. 20 yards for Craven Polk on the touchdown run, and we've seen some things from him tonight. He's a good, strong-looking back.
Marshall getting gashed up front. Nobody on the outside. This is going to be an easy touchdown for Longview. We don't have enough guys out there. We're short a man on the outside, and we don't have enough folks in coverage. This is going to be an easy 2-point conversion for Longview. They'll just throw the hitch to the outside. Touchdown.
And they'll throw it, and it's incomplete. Pass is incomplete on the 2-point attempt.
Whoa.
They were looking for John Sorey. Marshall might have got away with one right there.
I cannot believe Longview didn't throw the bubble screen because we didn't have anybody lined up in front of him. He could have walked into the end zone. That's a really bad read.
I also think we got away with a pass interference right there as well, Chase, but I'll take it. So Marshall will maintain the lead. It's a 2-point lead now, 21-19, 5.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter as Longview chews up 6.5 minutes off the game clock. Scores the touchdown on a 20-yard Jaquavian Polk run on a drive that started at the Longview 30-yard line. So they go 70 yards, eat up, again, 6.5 minutes, more than half of this third quarter clock, playing old-school Longview football, which is just ball control, run it down your throat offense.
Yeah, that was a 12-play drive, Jamie.
12 plays, 70 yards. Your Kyle Dansby, attorney-at-law, scoring drive recap. And it's gotten tighter. It's turned into a football game now. 21-19, Marshall.
Got to answer
on top
here.
of the Lobos. Got to answer.
Got to answer here. You know, still big that we still have the lead, 21-19. Longview gets the touchdown, but they don't tie it up. We'll see if that is a big difference here as the ball game moves along. Back deep for Marshall, Trel Patton and number 33, Chavis Mills. The Lobos will kick from their 40.
And the Mavericks will move right to left on your radio dial. The kick is away, and it's a deep kick. It'll chase Trel Patton into the end zone. It goes out of the end zone. And Marshall will have the football to start for the first time here in the second half at their own 25-yard line. On top here, 21-19, 5.5 to play in this third quarter. Chase, that was a Longview Lobo-style drive that we just saw, running the football right down the throats of the Marshall Mavericks. Here's my best fastball. See if you can hit it, and the Mavericks couldn't.
Well, there's nothing fancy about that. When you got a guy that's 6'6", 385, why you don't run behind him all game, I do not know, but they finally did. And he was able to just kind of churn away on the Mavericks' left side. That's kind of been our Achilles heel here tonight. When they've needed yardage, that's where they've got it.
Big possession here for the Mavericks, their own 25. Shotgun here for Justin Hart. He'll give it straight ahead. He'll fake the give. Now throws deep. And there's Trel Patton. And he dropped it. Trel Patton dropped the football. Had it. Would have been 6:88 and out the gate. And Trel Patton for the second time tonight drops a pass. And that's 2 weeks in a row. The sure-handed Trel Patton has made a couple of mistakes in a football game. He made up for it last week catching the game-winning touchdown, but that was 6 points right there had he been able to haul that one in. The passing game for the Mavericks has been there all night off play action. Same formation here, high snap. They'll pitch it out to Cameron Haller. He'll take it up the middle, gets across the 25, stays on his feet up to the 27-yard line. And a 3rd down and 3 upcoming here for the Mavericks. Gain of 7 on 2nd down for Cameron Haller.
Oh, that's one of those, you just have these opportunities to get off the field on 4th down. Drop one, running across the middle. Just so close is the game of football. It truly is a game of inches. So here's a big one for Marshall. 3rd down and 3. They need to pick the first down up. They've got to get to the 35.
Ball spotted at the 32 in between the hash marks. Shotgun here again for Justin Hart. They'll move Chavis Mills in motion. They'll go back to the ground. It's Cameron Haller. He's hit and dropped immediately right in the backfield. A loss of a yard. And Marshall's going to have to kick this football away.
I'm perplexed at that one.
Oh, boy. Trel Patton is coming off very slowly towards the sideline.
I'm perplexed at that play call up the middle. We've not done well up the middle. 3rd down and 3. We've got passing. I mean, we can throw the ball all over them. Their defensive backfield is atrocious, is Longview. So Marshall really misses an opportunity there, and we've got to go back out on defense with 4:11 here left to go here in the third. Up by 2, but punting back.
Cameron Haller at his own 17. Good snap. Gets away a good kick. No fair catch called for. It takes a Maverick bounce inside the 40 and just dies at the 36-yard line. So Cameron Haller with a net that time of 14 and 33, so 47, 48 yards there for Cameron Haller on the punt. Will change the field position just a little bit, but the Maverick defense has got to be the unit that steps up big right here. And again, you go back to Trel Patton, the kid that you feel bad for, Chase, because he's been so huge for this Marshall Maverick program in his entire career. And boy, just let one hit off his shoulders right now. Jaquavian Dabbs on the sideline with his arm around him. Just shake it off and let's go to the next play because he's still going to get an opportunity in this football game.
Got to get a stop. Here comes the Lobo power off tackle left side. Here they are.
And Polk up the middle he goes. A big hole. Runs through a Marshall Maverick tackle and gets it all the way up to the 49-yard line. 13 yards on first down for DeCraven Polk, and he is starting to impose his will.
Well, you got to tackle. I mean, this is arm tackles. Can't arm tackle in this football game. Got to put him on the ground. 3:41 left to go in the third. 21-19. Marshall just holding on right now, but Longview shoot a shoe and running the ball.
You got to match the intensity, though, too. You got to match the intensity. 21-19, Marshall on top by a couple of points with 3:20 left to go in the third. They'll go right back to Polk. Up the middle he goes, and he's hit hard right as he crosses into Maverick territory. Maybe got 2 yards to the Maverick 49-yard line, did DeCraven Polk.
Terrible spot from the official on the Longview sideline. They're going to give him all the way to the 48. He didn't even sniff at the 48.
That is a terrible, terrible spot of the football. We got a Maverick that's down and looks to be writhing in pain. His helmet is off, and that right leg appears to be the issue, and we'll see who that is when we get a chance with an injury timeout. We'll take one with him. Marshall and Longview locked in a good one. Don't go anywhere. 21-19, Marshall with the lead. Longview with the football and driving when we come back. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
Well, the bad news is that Marshall Maverick that's injured is number 99, Antonio Washington. The good news is that he's up, but he's very, very ginger on that right leg, coming back to the sideline, not underneath his own power at all.
He's cramping up. He has a cramp. I think that's all there is to it. He's just cramping up in his calf. So we got to get some Gatorade in that young man.
I sure hope that you're correct, Chase.
Yeah, see how his leg is straight? He's just cramped up. So let's see if we can get him back in the game. They're pouring water down him.
2nd down and 7. Ross goes back to the ground game, bouncing it outside his Polk, and he's got a first down as he runs through a Marshall Maverick tackle inside the 40-yard line to the Maverick 38. That's a 10-yard carry there on 2nd down and 7 for DeCraven Polk. And right now, it's all Longview Lobos here in this third quarter.
We have no answer to stop the run, and that's the problem when you have a huge offensive line like they do. We don't have anybody as big to get in there and hold the line. We're not able to do that right now, so this is going to be a track meet, and we're going to have to answer shoe to shoe.
At the 38-yard line of Marshall, Longview in possession. They've had the football most of this third quarter. They'll go back to Polk around the left side, breaks a tackle, nice move, and he's got another first down. Inside the 30 to the Maverick 27-yard line, 11 yards on first down for DeCraven Polk.
We cannot stop the run. We're going to have to do something different, bring up some bodies and get man-to-man on the outside because we cannot stop the run. They're getting 10 and 11 yards in a tussle. And Marshall has no answer. 2 minutes to go here in the third. The Mavericks up 21-19, but the Lobos are getting ready to tack 7 on at this pace at 10 yards a pop.
Ross goes back under center, single back set at the Maverick 26-yard line. They'll go back to the ground game. Big hole through the left side, and a first down and more all the way inside the 15 to the Maverick 11-yard line. That's 12 yards, or 15 yards rather. That time the carry went to, I believe, I couldn't see who the number was, but I know it wasn't Polk.
We got to get somebody on the left side. Our right side's getting killed, their left side. We're getting blown off the ball on that side. I mean, there's nobody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage when the ball is snapped, and Longview's going to run the same play. Here they come. They're going to come left again.
At the Maverick 11-yard line, First down, they'll go right back to the ground game, all the way in for a Lobo touchdown. 11 yards out, and Marshall trails for the first time tonight.
We can't stop that, Jamie Horton.
And that's number 22, Kendravian White. Back-to-back carries. 11-yard touchdown run, 25-21, Longview on top. My goodness. My, how things have changed.
Well, Longview woke up and figured out they can run the football. I mean, in the first half, they were playing cute ball, trying to throw the ball around. I don't know why they were doing that. Because Marshall just not able to stop the run. They're just shoe-to-shoe and mowing us down at the line of scrimmage right now. And they'll go for two.
They're going to go for two here, and they're going to run the football. And they'll go right back to White. He's taken down. Great tackle. And where has that been all night? That's number 7, Jalen Mitchell, making the tackle. So it remains a 4-point Lobo lead, 25-21, with 1:26 left to go in this third quarter. Maverick football continues in a moment.
Football in Brisket, bluebonnets in springtime. In Texas, some things are better together. Like at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, where a home policy just isn't the same without auto coverage to help bring your rates down. The state fair and fine stuff? Can't have one without the other. Moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
Discounts may vary by situation.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
25-21 as this game has turned around. Longview on top here with 12 points in this third quarter. Have eaten up all but about a minute off this third quarter clock. A deep kick. Trel Patton fields it at his own 1. Comes straight ahead. Breaks a tackle at the 15. Stays on his feet. And is finally taken down at about the 16-yard line. So not great field position here for the Mavericks to start with. And they've been on their heels a little bit the last couple of times that they've been on the football field, but only one possession thus far offensively for the Mavericks in this third quarter.
Well, Longview's played a masterful second half. It's just run the ball, run the ball. Their last drive was an 11-yard run. I believe that was roughly 10 plays. Their previous drive was 70 yards in 12 plays, and they're just eating the clock, keeping it on the ground. They're not doing anything fancy. It's just line up and shove it down your throat football.
And you go back to that Trel Patton drop, boy, that hurts. That hurt, and he knows it. Such a great kid. You feel horrible for him.
We got to answer here.
At the 16, Marshall with the football at their own 16. Shotgun here for Justin Hart. Again, they'll put Chavis Mills in motion. They'll fake the pitch, now throw out underneath. It's Chavis Mills with the catch. A lot of room down this near side. A stiff arm and a face mask.
That should be a face mask.
How is that not a face mask? Are you kidding me?
Boy, I tell you what,
absolutely kidding me?
These guys are absolutely awful, these officials. There wasn't anybody. The only person that didn't see that face mask was the ref.
21 yards for Chavis Mills on the pitch and catch out of a little screen from the backfield. He came from the right side over to the left. Shotgun again here for Justin Hart. 60 seconds left to go in the third. A pitch out to Cameron Haller around the right side. Looking for a block. Cuts upfield at the 40 and is thrown out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 5 yards on first down there for Cameron Haller as we tick down under a minute to go for the third. My goodness, you got to make that call.
I know you think we're crybabies at home listening to us talk about these referees, but every week this year it has just been awful. And I think we don't pay these people enough. We got to pay these folks the money so we get some better refs.
2nd and 5, right hash of the Maverick 41. And now they'll go back to Haller around the left side. Burst of speed off that left tackle and gets up to the 44-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of a Maverick first down. And, boy, you think they're going to go back to the run game here, Chase. And if they do and don't pick it up, this might be an area of the football field where you think about going for it. Marshall may let this clock run down as they don't have to snap it again before the end of the third quarter, but they've got some momentum right here, and why not give it a shot?
No, I'd let this run down and go to the fourth quarter.
3 seconds left on the clock. They do get the snap off, and it's Cameron Haller, and he's got a first down. Across the 45 to the 47. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Hang on for dear life. 25-21, Longview with the lead, Marshall with the football. The fourth quarter comes next as Maverick football continues on KMHT.
At Panola National Bank, we represent integrity in community banking. As a source of financial strength, we're here participating in local events, helping local charities, and serving the financial needs of East Texas. At Panola National Bank, we value the strong relationships we've forged with our customers. Don't forget to download our free apps for mobile banking to better serve your on-the-go banking needs. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Stop by and see Royce Clements at 2203 Victory Drive in Marshall.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year. Or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
Back to action here as the fourth quarter about set to get underway. Marshall will flip-flop and go left to right now on your radio dial, trailing 25-21. Have it first down, a high snap, and again, that ball, he's down. He's got to be down.
He should be down, but they're not going to call him down. They're going to give Longview the football.
The ball comes out, and we'll see who's got it. It looks like Marshall might have come back up with the football, but nonetheless, it looked like Chavis Mills might have been down. Again, another high snap, throws off the timing. It's Maverick football, but a huge loss all the way back to the 36-yard line.
It's going to be a loss of how many, Jamie?
Well, let's see. It was at 11. The 47. That's an 11-yard loss for the Mavericks. My goodness gracious alive.
The ball popped out when he hit the ground, so he should have been down right when he was tackled.
Well, again, shotgun here for Justin Hart. He'll take the snap, now fake the give. Throws deep down here on this near side, one-on-one. It's Dabbs. He'll come back, and he makes a catch all the way inside the 30. Jaquavian Dabbs does it again.
What a play from Jaquavian Dabbs. He just came back and got the football. He is our best offensive weapon right now.
They have no answer for him. It was an underthrown football, and he had to come back over the top of the defender to make the grab, and it's all the way up to the 28-yard line. That'll be a 36-yard, 39-yard
pitch and catch.
Whatever. Up to the 25 of the Longview Lobos. Shotgun here again for Justin Hart. Takes the snap, pitches it out left to Chavis Mills, trying to turn the corner, and he does. Gets inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on first down for Chavis Mills. Jaquavian Dabbs has been a monster tonight.
Yeah, what a play by Jaquavian Dabbs. 69, 14, 10, 37, and 36 yards so far for him tonight. And the carry,
so he's approaching the 2-century mark, huh?
Yeah, the carry from Mills there is going to give him 3. So it'll bring up second down and 7 for Marshall. The ball will be spotted right at the Lobo 22-yard line. 10:27 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 25-21 our score.
At the left hash, they'll put Mills in motion again, left to right. Another high snap. It goes to Cameron Haller. He breaks a tackle in the backfield, and again, that high snap throws off the timing. A gain of a yard on second down brings up a 3rd and 6 here for the Mavericks.
If the high snap's not there, it's a first down. I mean, that is killing us. That's 2 weeks in a row that these high snaps have hurt us offensively. So 3rd down and a long 6 for Marshall, almost 7. They'll spot it outside the 20 at the 21-yard line. 25-21 is our score. The Mavericks trail the Lobos in the fourth, but they're sneezing at a touchdown.
Have it at the just outside the red zone at the Lobo 21-yard line. They'll go with that 2-back set again in the shotgun, and now what do we got? A timeout taken by the Mavericks?
Yeah, timeout Marshall.
Timeout Marshall will take one with them. 9:35 left to go here tonight. 25-21. Longview with the lead. Marshall with the football when we come back.
For all things Marshall Maverick football, join me, Jamie Horton, and the head coach of your Marshall Mavericks, Clint Harper, every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 during the football season for Tuesday Night Football with the Coach. Brought to you by the Andrews Group. Listen live and hear it first as we break down and preview every week of exciting Marshall Maverick football. That's Tuesday Night Football with the Coach, brought to you by the Andrews Group. When your team plays in your stadium, you appreciate that home field advantage. And if you're a business owner, you can have that advantage by making Texas Bank and Trust a part of your team. They can give you that competitive advantage you need to succeed with your customers. From small business accounts to small business loans, Texas Bank and Trust is there with solutions for your business needs. Call today, 903-927-2040. Or online, TexasBankandTrust.com. In Marshall, Texas Bank and Trust is at 715 East End Boulevard South. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Out of the timeout. 3rd down and 6 upcoming for the Mavericks, trailing 25-21. They'll fake the give. Hart rolls right, throws that way, has Mills. First down as he gets inside the 10 and is thrown out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
What a great play. That's the read option there, faked it to Haller, and they brought Mills underneath on a little 5-yard out.
12 yards on 3rd and 6 as they get him to the 10. They'll give him 11 yards, as a matter of fact. So it'll be 1st down and goal Mavericks from the Longview 10. That's a well-designed play right there, and the Mavericks executed it to perfection. Justin Hart has been great here tonight. His last opportunity to beat the Longview Lobos, the senior quarterback and a 4-year starter for Big Red. Shotgun here at the 10 of the Longview Lobos. They'll give it straight ahead. Cameron Haller with a hole, and it closed quickly, but not before he got 5 yards. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Boy, that hole closed quickly.
Good run there by Cameron Haller right up the middle, picking up 5 yards on 1st down. So, he hit that hole moving too. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Marshall from the 5. Good place to run a fade route here if you're Marshall in the corner of the end zone. I get a little nervous if the Mavericks try to run it up the gut here. 8:56 left to go in the ballgame. The Mavs trail by 4, but they're at the Lobo 5.
2nd and goal from the 5 for the Mavericks. In motion is Cameron Haller. This time it's Mills with the carry. Spins off a tackle inside the 5, and they held on to him. Taken down at the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. They just kicked him. Well, they just kicked Chavis Mills while he's on the ground. Are you kidding me?
And he's hurt, Jamie.
Are you kidding me?
I really don't see how nobody's watching this game but us.
Unbelievable. Just stepped right on top of him. In front of 2 officials.
Well, this is a tape you send to the UIL right here, because this is one that is completely out of hand if you're this crew. And I'm afraid Chavis Mills is hurt pretty bad. He's sitting up. They'll get him up, but I can't tell if that's a shoulder. Might have got a stinger coming off under his own power.
He got hit late on the ground. Wow. I just don't know how you miss those things.
This is the big play here for Marshall. It's 3rd down. The ball is at the 4. 8:36 left to go here in the 4th quarter. 25-21 is our score. Longview with the lead. The Mavericks 3rd and goal from the Lobo 4.
And not only that, Chase, the way Longview's running the football here, it's 2-down territory for the Mavericks, but they might not see the football again. The way the Longview chewed up clock.
Well, Marshall's going to take a timeout here because they're not going to get a play off in time.
Well, that'll burn their 2nd timeout, Chase. They're going to only have 1 left. We'll take one with them. 8:12 left to go here tonight. 25-21. Marshall trails by 4, have the football. 3rd down and goal from the 4 when we come back.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass also specializes in body and glass repair from a rock chip to a complete installation. Now, Certified Collision and Glass has added the equipment and completed the training to repair the all-aluminum 2015 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59 next to Marshall Ford in Marshall, Texas. Certified Collision and Glass, leading the way in collision repair.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelter's Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now...
We'll have to make that one up to Campbell's Portable Buildings when we come back. But out of the timeout, 3rd down and goal, Marshall from the Lobo 4-yard line, trailing 25-21. 8 minutes and 12 seconds left to play here tonight. Shotgun here for Hart. He'll roll to his left, look that way. Looks, throws into the ground. Good decision by Justin Hart. He had nowhere to throw the football. Good coverage.
Yeah, he threw that one away.
And just lived to fight another down here. So it'll be 4th down and goal for the Mavericks, and they're going for it. They really don't have much of a choice here, Chase. They've been held scoreless here in this second half.
Well, this is a big play. We got to figure out a way to get in the end zone. We're going to take Cameron Haller and send him into the football game. Out will come number 11, Bacardi Moore. No, they're going to keep him in. Out's going to come Trel Patton.
Well, you better get it. You better get it straight because you only got one timeout left, and the play clock's at 10 seconds. You got to start going.
We're not going to get this play off, I think.
5 seconds here on 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line. Shotgun. They'll give it off to Haller. He's fighting. Touchdown! Cameron Haller with the touchdown. They're not signaling it yet, but he's got it.
They got him.
Touchdown, Cameron Haller. Number 5, giving 6 on 4th and goal.
Baby, when you needed 6 yards, I'll tell you what we did. We said, Cameron, we're giving you the ball, and we need you in the end zone, and he got there for the touchdown. That is a huge play for Marshall's offense. And the Mavericks will go for the extra point here to take a 3-point lead. Oh, Nelly. We have got us a barn burner. That was a huge possession. The Mavericks needed 4. They got 4.5.
Good snap, good hold, and Martinez's kick is right down the middle. 8:02 left to go tonight. Marshall back on top. 28-25 Big Red. Maverick football continues in a moment.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year. Or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/free-TV.
For generations, folks looking for a new car, truck, or SUV have trusted Chevrolet, America's #1 automaker. And for 3 generations, East Texans have trusted family-owned Niles Chevrolet in Marshall. Whether you're looking for a sporty Cobalt, a rugged Silverado, or the redesigned Tahoe, our folks will work with you to get the best possible deal. It's what we've done at Niles for 70 years. Treat you fairly. No wonder everyone seems to leave Niles with smiles. Niles Chevrolet, 4801 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall.
Well, it's gotten rowdy here now. 28-25, Big Red on top. Martinez puts his foot to it, and he'll make the...
All right.
Let's see. Was that ball going out of bounds?
No,
They're going to spot him
it
at the 7-yard line. That is a bonehead play right there.
That's a gift because that ball was going out of bounds. The Longview... And see this, we saw this work against us at Pine Tree where a Lobo or a Pine Tree Pirate caught it out of bounds and they said the ball was out of bounds. That was very similar there. So Longview's going to start from their own 7-yard line. That's the gift we needed. We have got to get a stop, Jamie Horton.
Now Big Mo's back on your side, so you've got to feed off it if you're this Marshall Maverick defensive unit. Got to have a stop, and listen to this crowd.
If we can get a stop, we are in the ball game.
First down and 10, Longview from their own 7-yard line, power I formation. They'll give the pitch out wide right. And on the carry is White. He's got a hole through that right side and a first down up to the 20-yard line, 13 yards for Jaquavian White.
We have got to do something different on the left side of the line. I mean, they're running one place. They don't want to run to the left. They're running away from Washington. They're going to run right every play, and the left side of our defensive front is just getting mowed at the line of scrimmage.
I smell a turnover coming at the 20-yard line of the Longview Lobos at the right hash. Michael Roscoe's back under center. Power I formation. This time they'll go to that left side on the pitch and breaking a tackle at the 25 and getting up to the 27, 28-yard line goes the ball carrier. 7 yards on first down.
They're running away from number 99. Wherever he goes, they run away from him. And right now, Marshall's got a player down again, another cramp. It's
another
hot.
Cramp. It is humid. It is humid here in October in Marshall, Texas. And I tell you, I'm going to have a seat for just a minute, catch my breath. But
this is going to
what a game.
This is going to come down to us having to get a stop on defense. I mean, we're not going to win the football game if we don't get a stop on defense because they're going to use 7 minutes of this clock if they keep running the football. And that's what they're going to do. They're not going to throw the football. Longview's going to run the ball every play. They pick up 7 yards there on first down. 7:20 left to go in the ball game. The Mavericks hold a 3-point lead, 28-25. over the Longview Lobos, and they've got the ball at their own 28-yard line, looking at second about 3.
Chase, the best part about this, it's a great football game, but this has been a treat for all these people. I mean, this could have gone either way. This could have been one of those games where overhype led to, a little delivery, but this is what I expected Marshall and Longview to be when I came here 8 years ago.
Yeah,
and it's been all of those things and then some.
This is a back-and-forth haymaker football game right here.
Second down and about 3. Need to get to the 31-yard line to the Lobos. Have it at their own 28 at the left hash. And they'll go right back to the ground up the middle and stopped! Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard on second down. And coming up to make that hit for the Mavericks, number 41, Jarius Washington, the junior.
And he comes in with Mitchell going out. He came in and filled Mitchell, got a little steam in there. I mean, he hit the hole quickly.
And he hit the ball carrier rather hard. So 3rd down and 2 upcoming here for the Lobos.
Big play, because if they don't get it, they've got to punt because they're deep inside their own territory. Marshall has to get a stop here with 6:30 to go.
They'll go to the fullback. Nope, they're going to go back to Jaquavian White. He's got a 1st down and more. Off that left side, he's across the 35 to the 37-yard line. First down, of gain of 7 yards there. 8 yards, rather. On 3rd down, a 1st down run of 8 yards.
We have no answer to that. I mean, it's 6:20 left to go, and they're at the 37. And they're running the ball at will, and they're taking their time. They're wanting to use the entire clock so we don't have the football again. So Marshall's got to get a stop here because we're down to 6 minutes left in this ball game, and Longview's just going to run the clock.
Jaquavian White, the only man in the backfield. Ross under center. He'll fake the give, rolls to his right, throws that way. Has his tight end. He's got a 1st down and more. And there's a flag that comes in late. We'll see what that's about.
That's going to be a block in the back on number 80 for Longview, right at the line, right at the play. And that was a really late bonehead move on his part. So that ought to be a block in the back on them. And it will be right there at the 50-yard line. So that'll move Longview back 10 yards from the catch. And it'll be 2nd down and about 8.
Well, that's the first time tonight. I've been wondering when they were going to go back to that because we've been putting everybody up to stop the run, and that's been open for them tonight. The problem is Michael Ross as a quarterback is not extremely accurate, Chase.
Yeah, that's going to, instead of being 1st down and 10, it'll now be, should be 2nd down, not 1st down. It should be 2nd down and about, 6 yards, Jamie Horton?
Yeah, roughly. The ball spotted at the 41-yard line of Longview.
Should it not be 2nd down? It can't be 1st down.
That's a good question. I think it is 1st down. That was a 1st down run. So instead of giving them another 1st down in the yardage, it'll replay the down basically. Now around the left side, and there's White again with a big run, and just shy of Maverick territory all the way up to the 49-yard line goes Jaquavian White. And that's an 8-yard gain and a 1st down.
We're going to run out of time, Jamie Horton. 5:28 left to go in the ball game. 28-25 our score. The Mavericks up by 3, but Longview running the ball and running the clock.
Marshall with only 1 timeout left to spare here tonight. This may get to one of those deals where if they got a goal-to-go situation, if you don't let them score kind of thing.
It's a toughie.
Ross goes back under center, and they'll go, and they'll fake the give. He'll roll to his right, looks that way, has a man, and he drops the football. That's huge because it'll stop the clock with 5:06 left to go. So it stops the clock for at least for the Mavericks in terms of allowing them to catch their breath for just a moment. And it brings up a 2nd down and long for the Lobos.
All I can say is this. You're out-coaching yourself if you're the Longview Lobos. I mean, you're getting 8 yards a carry, and you're throwing the football, and I'm scratching my noggin going, what are you doing if you're in Lobo land? So 2nd down and 10. They're at their own 48, 5:06 left to play. Marshall holding on to a 3-point lead late in the 4th quarter, 28-25.
At the left hash, Ross goes back under center, power I formation, and he'll pitch out wide to the right. Trying to turn the corner as the ball carrier, and he's got nowhere to go, gets to midfield, so a gain of 2 yards. And that's Braylon Anthony. So a 3rd down and 8 right now. And this Maverick crowd will certainly be in a tizzy here in just a second, you would think.
We have not gotten off the field tonight. We've not stopped them on 3rd down all night long. 3rd and 8. The ball is spotted right at midfield on the right hash. Here awakens the Maverick crowd. 4:35 to go in the ball game. 28-25 our score. Marshall looking for a stop.
at the right hash. Ball at midfield. Shotgun here for Ross. 3rd down and 8. He'll drop. Steps up into the pocket. Now looks to take off and run. Throws out to the left side, and it's dropped! It's dropped! In and out of the hands of Jordan Wyatt. 4th down upcoming for the Longview Lobos.
Now, I think they're going to punt the football here. If I'm Longview, I punt and try to get a stop because the ball's at midfield. So that's what we needed. I'm about to have a heart palpitation up here, Jamie Horton. 4:13 left to play if you're listening at home.
A palpitation.
28-25's the score. Longview goes to the air. They don't convert. So it's 4th down and a long 8, and the Lobos are lined up like they're going to punt.
Nobody back for the Mavericks. They don't trust them. I wouldn't either. Standing at his own 37 is the kicker, awaiting the snap, the 5'5" kicker. High snap. Boy, they ran out of clock, too. That was a delay of game.
The clock ran out, and nobody did anything. I mean, unbelievable here tonight. That's the 2nd time the clock has run out with no penalty. And the ball will roll all the way down to the 6-yard line where Marshall will start 1st and 10.
Time to close it out. Time to close it out.
I am speechless for what has occurred here at Maverick Stadium tonight.
Well, here you go, folks. The table is set. Marshall trying to win a football game against their rival Longview. Coach Shar is absolutely nuts right now, trying to get this crowd up on their feet.
We need to control the football. Hey, Jamie Horton, I'm going to tell you right here, first play, I'm going to Dabbs over the middle, and let's put the dagger in the Hart. 4:08 to play.
At their own 6-yard line, Marshall with the football. Shotgun here. It's Hart with the give to Cameron Haller, and a nice run inside or outside the 10 up to the 13-yard line. So a gain of 8 yards.
Whoa, he was a step from gone, folks. I mean, he had a guy holding on to his leg, or he'd have had a touchdown. Second
down,
2.
Yeah, 2nd down and about 2. They'll go right back to Cameron Haller. He's got a 1st down, breaks a tackle across the 20 and across the 25. Cameron Haller to the 27-yard line, 13 yards, and a Porta-John Marshall Maverick 1st down.
Oh, Nelly. I'm telling you what, we're down under 3:40, and the clock continues to run. The Mavericks will use all of the 25-second clock here, and they'll run some clock. 3:30 and counting. Marshall holding on to a 3-point lead, trying to close out this football game with the football.
Do not start celebrating early, kids.
Oh, it's not time to celebrate. It's time to score a touchdown. Let's see if we can close this out. What a win this would be.
Shotgun here for Hart. 1st down and 10. Mavericks at their own 32. It's Hart with a pitch to Cameron Haller, looking to turn it upfield. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 30, and makes something out of nothing. He gets 3 yards on 1st down, and the clock will roll under 3 minutes to go for the night.
Well, there wasn't anything there. Cameron Haller should have been thrown for a loss. Instead, they're going to give him 4 yards.
Well, turnabout is fair play. Trel Patton dropped a touchdown pass. Jordan Wyatt dropped a for sure 1st down pass for the Longview Lobos, so we're even there. Marshall uneven on the scoreboard, lead by 3, 28-25 as everybody holds their breath and Marshall takes their time. They can snap this football at about the 2:23 mark of the ball game. Shotgun here for Hart, 2nd down and 7, high snap, it's Haller. Up the middle he goes, still on his feet as he brings Longview Lobos across the 35, and he's a yard shy of a 1st down. Timeout Longview, 6 yards on 2nd down for Cameron Haller, 3rd down and 1 upcoming.
Wow, what a run by Cameron Haller. I mean, he looked like he was toast in the backfield, and he picked up 6, and it's 3rd down and a yard. 2:18 left to go in the ball game. 28-25 is our score. Longview will take the first of their 3 timeouts. Jamie Horton, a 1st down here for Marshall is absolutely enormous.
You got to pick it up. You don't pick it up, the game is still very much in the balance. Longview still with 2 timeouts to work with here, Chase, but a 1st down
takes you under a minute.
Changes things just a little bit. It'll take you down under a minute. By the way, your brother-in-law, after your Whoa Nelly chant, decided that we should call you Chase Keith Jackson Palmer.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, I've lost 3 lives here tonight. I'm going to die 3 years earlier than I was originally scheduled to pass away.
If we win, it's worth it, isn't it?
28-25, folks. If you're listening at home, Ken Peterson and Mike Hallam listening out at the Deer Lease, I believe, somewhere. to the west of here.
Out of the timeout, 3rd down and 1. Marshall at their own 37-yard line, on top by 3, 28-25. 2:18 left to play here tonight. Shotgun snap. They'll give it straight ahead. It's Chavis Mills, and boy, he's going to be awfully close.
He's not going to get it.
I don't think he got it, Chase. I don't think he got it. He might be close enough, at least for a measurement. He needed to get to the 38. They're going to spot him, and I think they just said 1st down.
I think he's short.
Are we at least going to get a measurement?
Well, they need to measure it. It's a 1st down. I can see it.
That's a 1st down, folks. If they measure, that's a 1st down.
If that ball is where it looks like it is on the field, Clint Harper's looking at it, and he's saying it's a 1st down. I'm a little surprised we gave it to Chavis Mills. I thought we'd give it to Haller, but it's going to be awfully close, and you won't have to guess what it's going to be if you hear that roar of that crowd.
I'm just going to turn this up, okay?
If you hear the roar, it's a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be just by the nose of the ball if he got it. 2:12 left to go as we wait. Don't pull him too tight there, Mr. Referee. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Marshall!
That is a huge play. Oh, my goodness gracious.
A Porta-John Marshall Maverick 1st down as the ball will stay with Big Red as we keep things rolling. 2:12 left for the football game, 28-25, and they got it.
To describe it, if you know what a football looks like, it's got 2 white stripes on either end. The 1st down marker was at the white stripe, Jamie Horton.
So he got it by plenty.
He got it by what, 6 inches?
That's a quarter of the football.
Holy smokes, Batman.
Oh, my goodness. Chavis Mills with the Porta-John Marshall Maverick 1st down. 1st down, Marshall at their own 38-yard line. Hold on to everything you got around you right now as we'll tick down under 2 minutes to play. Marshall to the line of scrimmage on top, 28-25. Shotgun here for Justin Hart, play clock at 5. High snap, they'll give it to Haller. He's hitting the backfield, but gets maybe a yard up to the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by Longview. We'll keep it right here.
1:45 left to play. Jamie, I think you're going to see this in just a second. If I'm Marshall, I run the same play and I let Justin Hart keep it around the right side. Everybody for Longview is crowding down into the middle and they're attacking the ball carrier. Everyone anticipating it's going to be Haller or Mills. There is nobody if the quarterback keeps the football. Jamie, it's a touchdown.
1:45 left to go here tonight as we set the stage for a fantastic finish in this 105th meeting between the Mavericks of Marshall and the Lobos from Longview. A series that has been owned by Longview. Marshall has not beaten them since a double overtime win in Longview, that coming all the way in the year 2000, which would have been the year of my senior year at Paschal High School in Fort Worth. A double overtime win. That's the last time Marshall's beaten the Longview Lobos. More importantly, a chance to get to 3-0 in District 15 5A on the line here tonight. Out of the timeout, 2nd and 9 Mavericks. With the ball at their own 39, they'll go to Haller. Up the middle, and he just taken down by a leg tackle right there. He got a yard to the 40, so a 3rd down and 8 upcoming when Longview burns their final timeout.
Ooh, Jamie Horton. A 1st down seals it. 1st down here, and we win the football game.
Now you got to run the football here because you don't want to do them any favors and risk an incompletion.
I don't know. I think as I like to say, with great risk, there is great reward. And here, Jamie Horton, I think I'd take a risk and I'd throw the football to Jaquavian Dabbs. Let's get the ball out in the flat and see what happens, or let's run a screen play and see what happens.
And Spider-Man once said, with great power comes great responsibility. Don't know if that means anything to what we're about to see, but I just felt like it was a necessary thing to add to the broadcast.
Well, 1:39 left to go in the game. 28-25 our score. Marshall with a 3-point lead. The ball spotted right at the Marshall 40-yard line. The Mavericks need all of 8 yards to get a 1st down. And this one has been a barn burner football game in Maverick Stadium. So here we go. The Mavericks will go to the line of scrimmage. The ball at the Marshall 40-yard line. Longview has everyone at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation.
Casey Goolsby, Kurt Truelove on the edge of their seats awaiting the snap of this football. 3rd down and 8. They'll pitch it to Cameron Haller trying to turn around that right side. Looking to turn it upfield. And Chase, he's got a 1st down.
Nope, I think he's short.
No, terrible, terrible spot of that football. He's about a yard shy of a 1st down.
I go here. There's a minute 30 to go. We go.
And the clock stops at 90 seconds. No, you
They're
kick the
measure.
football.
They're going to measure it here, but I think it's going to be short. I mean, it's just the length of the football. I go for it here, Jamie Horton. Again, with much risk, there's much reward. I don't think we've got it.
No, we're going to be a yard short.
Well, I don't know, Jamie. I'm trying to get an eye on it. They've got to get to the 48.
The ball looks like it's here at the 47. We got to get to the 48.
Yeah,
That's
we're going to be
close.
We're going to be about a distance of the football for a first down with 1:30. And I tell you what, I don't know.
I don't know about that spot though either. I got to be honest with you. I thought he was able to turn the corner just enough to pick up a first down.
I mean, it's inches. I mean, just inches. I tell you what, I go. Because if you go and you get it, the ball game's over.
That's true.
You
know what? Go for it.
Take
if
a
you
risk.
get it, it's over with.
Take a risk. 1:30 left to go. 28-25, and Marshall appears that they will go for it here on fourth down and just not much at all. They've got to get about the end of the football. I mean, it looks like it's 6 to 8 inches for a first down. So here we go.
You pick up this first down, Chase, and you can put this one in the books. You don't get it. Longview only has 47 yards to go and no timeouts, but they've got 90 seconds to work with.
Here we go.
Marshall will line up. Cameron Haller will be the signal caller, and it'll be his football and his opportunity to try and win this game. High snap. Haller keeps it, trying to turn it around left side. First down and more. There he goes into Longview territory and sits down at the 28.
And
First
that's it.
down, Marshall.
The Mavericks are going to win it. What a run by Cameron Haller. I mean, he left a bunch of Lobos in his wake. I don't know how many yards he got. He needed 6 inches. He got 5 miles. And Marshall is going to beat
25
Longview.
yards. And Marshall with a Porta-John first down, and they can sit on the clock and run this thing out.
The Mavericks are going to beat the Lobos for the first time since 2000. Longview has no more timeouts. All we got to do is snap it and take a knee.
Just make sure we snap it and take a knee.
Oh, what a wonderful football game. That is it for the Lobos. They don't have any time.
Just snap it and take a knee. There's the first one.
And that'll take us under 1 minute. And Marshall will run 2 more plays, and we'll go in 6-0 for the first time since 1996. And the streak ends at 15. It is no more. The Mavericks beat the Lobos. The Mavericks beat the Lobos. This place is going crazy.
I've been waiting to say this since I arrived here, but ding dong, the witch is dead.
The Mavericks 28, the Lobos 25. We go under 35. We'll snap it one time and take a knee. And Marshall is in the driver's seat in the district. There it is, folks.
There it is, folks.
The Mavericks win it. The Mavericks win it.
The Mavericks have knocked off Longview for the first time since the year 2000, and the celebration ensues.
What a game for the Marshall Mavericks. I mean, it is pandemonium. Here come the students. And I'll tell you what a game.
25, Marshall wins. Raise a glass.
Holy smokes, what a game.
The witch is dead. Triple zeros, and it's over.
What a win for Marshall. Longview number 9 in the state, but no more. The Mavericks hand them loss number 2, and the Marshall Mavericks win it 28-25. What a game, Jamie Horton.
Oh, my goodness.
We needed one stop from the defense, and the defense gave us one stop. That's all we needed was one. What a game, what a game.
The Mavericks have pulled it out here tonight. 28-25. The happy totals are on the other side as the Bancorp South postgame show starts right now.
Football is a contact sport. And at Bancorp South, banking is too. As proud supporters of local sports, we believe building strong relationships starts by making some contact of our own. From getting to know each customer to being an active part of the entire community. So whether you have checking, savings, investment, or loan needs, you can know that at Bancorp South, every day is game day. Stop by your local branch or visit BancorpSouth.com. After all, we're right where you are. Bancorp South, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Certified Collision and Glass for auto, pickup truck, 18-wheeler repair. Certified Collision and Glass also specializes in body and glass repair, from a rock chip to a complete installation. Now, Certified Collision and Glass has added the equipment and completed the training to repair the all-aluminum 2015 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Certified Collision and Glass, Highway 59 next to Marshall Ford in Marshall, Texas. Certified Collision and Glass, leading the way in collision repair.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager at Marshall Ford Lincoln, and you've got to come check us out for our summer sales event. We have 0% financing available for up to 72 months on 8 different Ford vehicle lines, and every single Lincoln line has 0% available as well. In fact, you can lease a brand new Navigator for just $5.99 a month. So come and see us on Highway 59 South. It's Marshall Ford Lincoln, your 8-time winner of Ford's prestigious President's Award for outstanding customer satisfaction.
Kinco Pools is Marshall's most recommended builder for custom pools and spas. That's because Kinco is a full-service company with chemicals, parts, and supplies for all your maintenance needs. Kinco is licensed and bonded to design and build the pool of your dreams for a price your budget can't afford. Now's the time to visit Kinco Pools and Spas in their new location on Sedbury Street, across from Walmart in Marshall. For repair and service, Kinco recommends Marshall specialist Jeff's Complete Pool Service.
School's back. Time to dust off that backpack, sharpen your pencils, and save big on the most important tool of all, super fast internet. For a limited time, when you get Fidelity's high-speed internet with blazing fast 100 meg download speeds, we'll give you 200 channels of free TV for a year. Or choose 20 meg internet for just $29.99 a month for a year. As always, there's no data caps, no contract, and free installation. Call your local Fidelity office today or order online at fidelitycommunications.com/freetv.
It's a Maverick Stampede in 2015. Cameron Haller with the carry around the left side, now reverses field. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Cameron Haller. The young man has done it again. Midfield and more, and it's a foot race.
Bye-bye.
Chavis Mills, 10-5, touchdown Mavericks.
I'm telling you, they're not going to catch Chavis Mills.
Join me and Chase Palmer for every exciting call of Marshall Maverick football right here on your home for the Mavs, KMHT, and EastTexasToday.com.
Oh, her first word. Mama. Then, before I knew it... Mom! Soccer practice, art club, driver's ed, dating, graduation, 5 years of college. Mom, this is Ted. Wedding bells, and suddenly...
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes with your auto, home, and life needs. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
She stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey.
28-25, Marshall gets it done here tonight. They're 6-0 for the first time since 1996. They knock off the Longview Lobos for the first time since the year 2000. 28-25. You're tuned into the Bancorp South Post Game Show. Shout out to Kurt Truelove. He's out there in Uvalde, Texas tonight. It's a planned trip. He certainly hates that he missed this tonight. But if the next time we play Longview, he might need to go out of town, because that might be the luck charm, Chase, is that Kurt needs to not be present. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what, there are so many parallels to this football game to talk about. In 1988, Coach Dennis Parker brought back the last team to beat the Lobos in 1968. That team came back and was honored at halftime. Tonight, the great teams from 88, 89 to 90 honored at halftime, and the Mavericks get the big win, 28-25. Haller looked like he was going to be locked up in the first half for not many rushing yards. Well, guess what? On 24 carries, he finishes with 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I mean, I don't have the words to describe what happened here tonight. I mean, a packed house, a great football game. All I can say is we're back.
I had a sports tear just a moment ago watching. I'm just so proud of these kids. But Chase, again, this momentum started in this community. You know, this summer was a bit of a resounding victory, okay, in terms of where this community wants to start going. And after you pass a bond, you got all this momentum going for you and everything else, and then your football team. I mean, look, these are the kinds of things, especially here in East Texas, that can galvanize communities. We saw it here tonight. The Marshall Mavericks just in front of a packed house, both sides. My hat's off to both these football teams tonight. Longview is a good football team, but I think that the litmus test here tonight was, could the Mavericks face some adversity and get the job done when they absolutely had to? Longview comes out in the third quarter and the start of the fourth quarter and score 14 consecutive points to take a 25-21 lead over the Mavericks, who led 21-13 at the half. And again, when the Mavericks needed to get a stop, they got one. Turnabout is fair play. You know, Trel Patton dropped the touchdown pass, and then they dropped the first down pass to the Lobos. So those things kind of even out. When the Marshall Mavericks got the football back, they were able to drive down, score a touchdown, put this one away, and I still have a hard time trying to figure out how they got it done here tonight. But they did. They dug down deep, Chase, and they got it done. Shout out to everybody who was a part of this tonight on EastTexasToday.com, including our folks and our friends in Uvalde tonight.
Well, Jamie Horton, I'll tell you how they got it done. The Marshall Mavericks got 471 yards unofficially on defense or on offense here tonight, and I'll tell you, Justin Hart.
They struggled in the second half there.
Justin Hart was absolutely masterful. He was 11 of 16 for 314 yards passing. I mean, he just played a whale of a football game. Marshall had 272 in the first half. They end up with 471, about even. A really good football game here for Marshall offensively. Had one series in the second half where you thought, we're kind of in trouble. But Marshall able to kind of gather themselves. They go make a great play, the score to start the fourth quarter. And that really set the tone. We needed one defensive stop. We took a 28-25 lead. The defense needed one. They got one. And then Marshall runs out the clock.
And beat them at their own game at the end of the football game, Chase, running the football to keep the clock moving. And we did that. I mean, you can't say enough. By the way, 3 years ago, you guys hired a man named Clint Harper, who in 3 years now, Chase, has completely turned this program around. And I think this team is still very much ahead of schedule. I don't think this team was expected to do what they've done this year. I mean, expectations were high, but it was a growing type of period still for this program. I mean, think about it. We've got 6 sophomores on defense, Chase. We're a young football team. We're very much ahead of schedule. So hats off to you guys for making that hire some 3 years ago. Also, hats off to this coaching staff here tonight for the Marshall Mavericks. I mean, they put the onus on their kids to get it done in that fourth quarter. They trusted them. They said, you go out there, you win us a football game, pick up that first down. They gave it to number 5, and not only did he get the yard that they needed, he got 27 extra. I mean, Cameron Haller, there's nobody else like him in this district, maybe nobody else like him right now in the entire state of Texas in 5A football. But, again, this was a gutsy win tonight for the Marshall Mavericks.
It's one of those signature wins. You know, Clint Harper came in here. He applied for this job. He always said he wanted to come home. The search committee had everything to do with that. The school board didn't have anything to do with that. That was a search committee of folks who said, hey, this is the best guy for the job. They brought him home. And the good thing about Clint Harper is we know what he's going to do. He knows what he's doing, and it's worked here before. And you're seeing the fruits of that labor right here. A sold-out crowd here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium, not disappointed. And this is how you bring folks back, Jamie Horton. You beat the Longview Lobos 28-25, and you do it again next week.
What a great start to the weekend. We're going to take our final break of the night, come back, put a pretty little bow on this one as your Marshall Mavericks move to 6-0. And more importantly, they're 3-0 in District 15 5A. Back with more of the Bancorp South Post-Game Show on the other side as Maverick football continues in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hello, Maverick fans. This is Glenn Bickerdike, President, Bancorp South Marshall. These are exciting times in the Maverick family, and Bancorp South is proud of our Mavericks on and off the field. In addition to our athletes, our students, the coaching staff, and the entire faculty bring pride to our community. We support the Maverick family in maximizing their potential in all they do and hope you will join us in supporting our young people as well. Let's go Mavs.
Cruising a Padre with the top down was the best. But that was before we had the kids, all three of them. We went from two-seater to sedan to minivan, joy rides to family trips, detailing to fixing dents from bikes and skateboards.
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes as fast as your taste in cars. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
For your insurance needs in Marshall, Hallsville, and Harrison County, call Debbie Gary at 903-660-2600.
It's the big event with huge savings. And it's going on now at Campbell Portable Buildings and General Shelter's Summer Clearance Sale. If you've been waiting for the right time to save big on the largest selection of storage buildings, offices, living quarters, and RV covers, now is the time. Come in today and let us show you why Campbell's is your #1 award-winning dealer here in East Texas. Campbell Portable Buildings, located at 602 East End Boulevard North, Marshall, Texas.
Rodens, 506 East End Boulevard, the Whirlpool washer and dryer with the new touchscreen technology. The machine will remember your setting. Energy efficient, easy on the fabric, and the dryer will be a gentle dry with higher moisture removal, extending the life and the wear of the fabric. Consider this washer and dryer combination now. Also, KitchenAid and Maytag. Sizzling summer sales on now at Rodens Appliances, 506 East End Boulevard, where they sell only appliances and they service what they sell.
Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South, Marshall, Texas. Eric Nichols and his staff will hook you up with complete collision repair and have your car looking like it came from the factory. Now, no one wants to be in an accident, but hey, happens. Certified Collision and Glass will provide you with free estimates and a lifetime warranty. Certified Collision and Glass is also iCar certified. Go see the pros at Certified Collision and Glass, 4008 Easton Boulevard South in Marshall.
At Marshall ISD, we develop strategies and initiatives to give our students and staff the best possible chance for success. We want students to be prepared and ready to pursue their continuing education goals upon graduation. Our extracurricular programs and activities produce memorable experiences for our students outside of the classroom and help encourage our students to become part of creating better communities. Marshall ISD, focused on success, enriching experiences, making a world of difference.
For generations, folks looking for a new car, truck, or SUV have trusted Chevrolet, America's #1 automaker. And for 3 generations, East Texans have trusted family-owned Niles Chevrolet in Marshall. Whether you're looking for a sporty Cobalt, a rugged Silverado, or the redesigned Tahoe, our folks will work with you to get the best possible deal. It's what we've done at Niles for 70 years. Treat you fairly. No wonder everyone seems to leave Niles with smiles. Niles Chevrolet, 4801 East End Boulevard South, Marshall.
At Panola National Bank, we're constantly looking for ways to make community banking even better. Now we're making it easier for you to bank on the go with Mobile PNB. Our new mobile banking service allows you to access your accounts directly from your cell phone, so you can make transfers, check balances, and search transactions all from the convenience of your cell phone or tablet. Be sure to check out our new free mobile apps in the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Another one bites the dust here tonight at Maverick Stadium. Marshall moves to 6-0 for the first time since 1996, and they do it in a very big way over their arch rivals, the Longview Lobos, 28-25. You're tuned in to the Bancorp South postgame show as we wrap things up here tonight. The finishing touches to this one, Chase, just an absolutely outstanding football game to be a part of here tonight. And again, hats off to both these teams. These are two really good football teams who went at it here tonight. And, Marshall's a good football team, folks. It's time to believe.
Well, we got to add, we didn't talk about one young man here early, and we left him out. He had 5 receptions on the night. Jaquavian Dabbs had 169 yards. He had a whale of a football game.
And a touchdown.
And a touchdown. Had one-handed catch. That was just one of the prettiest catches you'll ever see.
The one down here where he went over the top of the young man on a big third down play where Justin Hart just had no time, just threw it up to him in one-on-one and a one-on-one opportunity and said, hey, go make a play for me, and he did. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row Jaquavian Dabbs has had monster football games.
And I'll tell you something else, folks. If you're listening at home, if you put these teams side by side and you took a picture, we are clearly the smaller football team. We're not the most athletic of these two football teams. We just found a way to win the football game here tonight. Those kids just weren't going to lose. Hats off to that. That's a program changer.
And not only that, Chase, I mean, you got a packed house here tonight. All the pressure's on Longview, right, because the streak belongs to them. But our kids, you would think, look, there's all these crowd, this huge crowd here tonight and supporting you and all this kind of stuff. You would think maybe that would get to you a little bit, but they kind of relished it. They enjoyed it here tonight, and that's something I think, look, I'm encouraging you guys to be out here next week, homecoming next week. Greenville comes to town next week, and then there'll be one more home game before the end of this football season after next week, so you're running out of opportunities.
And let's implore you a little bit, folks. The crowd here tonight was absolutely outstanding, and it makes a huge difference for our kids. I mean, they fed off this crowd tonight. That defense got to stop when they needed it because the crowd helped them. It's a team victory here tonight. The community did good. Everybody did well. What a game tonight. The Mavericks win 28-25.
At Carlisle Law Firm, their practice is about doing what's right. It's about supporting and protecting the people in our community. Scott and Casey Carlisle believe that helping our fellow neighbors keeps our community strong. At Carlisle Law Firm, they care about their clients. They care about you. Now, regardless of the legal issue you face, their team's ready to provide the support and guidance that you need. So when you're ready to talk, they're ready to listen. The Carlisle Law Firm, 903-472-5141, or visit carlisle.lawfirm.com. Chase, our Carlisle Law Firm player of the game tonight, well, we're going to give it to two kids, Jaquavian Dabbs and Justin Hart. And Justin Hart, his final opportunity as a senior quarterback, a 4-year starter, something unheard of at this level of Texas high school football. His last opportunity to get it done, and he got it done.
I got to tell you,
had his biggest game.
I saw him before the football game, and I put my arm around him coming up from talking to Coach Harper, and I said, hey, buddy, have fun. This is your last shot to get these guys. Go hang it all out and have fun. And, boy, did he not do that tonight. He did a wonderful job at center, behind center.
I saw him earlier today. I actually came to the field house, and they were watching the Ranger game. And it was probably 4 o'clock, something like that. And he had just gotten done getting some treatment. He had a towel and a T-shirt and some shorts and some flip-flops, and looked as cool and relaxed as he possibly could be here tonight. So Justin Hart and Jaquavian Dabbs, our co-players of the game, brought to you again by the Carlisle Law Firm. That'll do it for us tonight, Chase. A fantastic football game. I can't wait to
How
do it
about
again
those Mavericks
next week. For Reggie Cooper, Emily Salee on the video, my broadcast partner Chase Palmer, 28-25, Mavs win. Mavs win. Until next time, I'm Jamie Horton. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, East Texas. Good night.